Right, enough of this fucking hat, to be honest.
Right, we're back. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Titch and Geezer's results roundup and prediction show. Apologies that we started a bit late, but I need to get into something. It's not serious, but it's sort of irritating me, right? So I'm going to say this. I don't even know what I'm going to say, but Lawrence Watkins that's my guy. That's my brother, right? Yeah. By all accounts, Lawrence is having issues with some other people on some other channels that, I'm unaware of, oblivious to. It's not my concern. It's not my issue. People fall out on YouTube all the time. It happens. The reasoning and all of that, once again, is, I could have my opinion on what Lawrence has told me. I can have my opinion on what's happened, but I wasn't, it's not really my issue. What is my issue is this. According to Lawrence, there's people that are, he'll be in certain chats, and this gang stalking is antagonizing Lawrence in these chats. So if he's in there, everybody will come in there. No one's talking to him because of what's happened, but they're all showing their unity as a group, which is almost isolating Lawrence. Once again, not my issue. I'll have my opinion if Lawrence tells me something like this, but it's not really my issue. It's my issue when it is brought over to this channel, and those same people are doing the same gang stalking antagonist thing towards Lawrence and making him feel uncomfortable over here. That can never happen. So, I've said this many times. We've got a very small community here. I don't do this for views. I'm not trying to do it on YouTube. I do this because through personal circumstances, I had to fall back from my channel and maybe fall out of love of editing and all of that stuff. This thing here, I enjoy doing this. Once a week, I can commit to it. I actually enjoy doing it. Now, I'm speaking to Lawrence after last week, which was 2:30 in the morning. The whole backstory. Some of you, Robert, you lot might not even know what I'm talking about. Something happened on another channel. Lawrence got into a little whatever. Everybody's against Lawrence. Now, like I said, not really my issue. I can have my opinion on what he's told me, but it's not really my issue. But that is getting brought over to here. So people are coming in here. Everybody's showing their unity and alliance against Lawrence and making him feel uncomfortable. So much so that he might not be here tonight. So the purpose of this is, if Lawrence is not watching, I'm saying it publicly. That's my guy. And I've said this. Listen, the reason why we was late, I said to Geezer, I need to speak to you, right? He was unaware of any of this, right? Any of this. So what I didn't want to do is come on air and just speak. And he's sitting there like, what the fuck's going on, right? He could have said to me, look, I'll sit back and tell you. No, so I let him know. He still is not fully aware of what's going on. But I had to address this. So if anybody's got an issue with Lawrence Watkins, so much so that issue, you want to be in this chat and antagonize him, make it be known, please, because I'm letting everybody know that can't happen. Lawrence that's my guy. Now, I said to Geezer off air, Geezer backed me up big time. When I said and listen, it's common knowledge. When I took my channel more seriously enough, and I said to West End Random, I'm going to go and do my thing. There was a time where Geezer said to the people that was on there, you lot are fucking going live. Titch is about to go live. Get the fuck off. They didn't, but he did. He came off of there, right? So he showed me. Not that he had to, he showed me, right? Robert Singleton, there was times where Peach was going live, and I remember Robert said in the chat, I can't believe you're going live through Titch's stream. Once again, he showed me it's a loyalty thing, and it's also a morals thing. Lawrence Watkins, when I was going at it with James Fever on West Ham Random, Lawrence on screen, he didn't have no issue with Fever per se. He told him, go fuck yourself, because he's now sticking up for me. That's my brother. Lawrence is my brother, right? So no one could ever come to this channel and disrespect him. Now, some of you are thinking, what's he going on about? Those that know, and it fucking stops now. Nobody comes here and disrespects this channel, and definitely don't disrespect Lawrence and make him feel uncomfortable. Like I said, everybody has issues on YouTube where minor things. Everybody. That's fine. That's not my issue. But when you bring over here, it's definitely my issue. So those that know, please don't do that shit. Don't come in here and antagonize anybody, let alone Lawrence. So it's like I said, there'll be people here that sort of know what I'm talking about, some that ain't got a clue. And I feel fucking stupid having to talk about this YouTube nonsense, but it's deeper than that. like I said, it's a respect thing. Don't bring no nonsense over here. I have no drama in my life, no nonsense. And now I'm having to address this in a little light-hearted thing that we do each week. It doesn't make no sense. I don't like it, man. I'm, you know, all week I'm getting anxiety. Like, right, how do I approach this when I shouldn't even be speaking about this? But first and foremost, I'm speaking about it just so Lawrence knows where I stand and my thoughts on him, right? All the other little things and that, you know, I've got my opinion on what he's told me and how things have transpired. I have my opinion on that. That's my opinion. What you know, but bringing that shit here, don't do that, right? Don't do that shit. Seriously. Anyway, Geezer.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, very nice, mate. Cooling down. A bit showery overnight, mate. I was just woken up an hour ago, and that's it, really.
I hope you don't feel uncomfortable. Like I said,
No, I don't. No, you know. No, Lawrence has been one of the geezers we've known for fucking years and years now. He's been a good lad, and it's always been a good lad. So, you know, I'd back Lawrence up, whatever. You know, without knowing the circumstances, he's got my back unless he's been ridiculous, and which over the years I've known he won't be. No. But there you go. Well, I doubt it very much.
So that's that, everybody. And my apologies for having to speak about something that's not related to what we do here most Friday nights. Right, let me get to the chat, and then I'll get to just some general football stuff, and then we'll get into this. Right, Stuart, disabled team. Good evening, brothers. Kieran and Titch. Hope you're well. Good evening, Stuart.
Sure.
Danny, evening. I'm here to give my crown up. Oh yeah, last week's winner. Evening, Danny.
Yeah.
Wally, going out to dinner, so we will have to miss the show. Please put me down for. Wait, 2-1 in all the games.
2-1, 4-10.
Yeah, all matches, all the best. Wally, enjoy your night out.
Yeah, Wally.
And we will
enjoy your dinner. Time.
Enjoy, Wally. Robert, big up Robert. Big up Robert. Thanks. Boom. Larry's a great guy. Right, so Robert said Larry's a great guy. Morning, says Danny. And big up Inky. Good evening, all.
Good night.
Right, so I need to shift because, like I said, you look, that's been playing on my mind for a long time. I need to shift my mentality. Let's speak about what do you want to speak about in regards to what's happened. Let's speak about Leverkusen, yeah.
Oh man, I've turned into a Leverkusen supporter. I got up especially at 4:45 the other morning. Was it yesterday morning to watch that game?
Yeah,
I've turned into such a fan of Bayern Leverkusen. And I watched them batter in the first half, fucking Roma, tore them apart. Their goalkeeper for Roma was superb. He saved about 5 great shots, mate. They should have scored. They missed a couple, and all of a sudden, fucking Roma get a penalty, and they're 1-0 up. I'm like, this is a travesty. And then the fucking same thing happened in the second half. They went up. Bit of a lull for about 10 minutes, Leverkusen. They got into it a little bit, Roma. But they got another penalty where it hit the boy's hand. I don't know what his hand was doing up there. Next thing, they're fucking 2-0 up. I went, oh, no. If Leverkusen don't win this game, it's not right. And there they go again. They get lucky with the first goal to get back. The first mistake that keeper made, he missed the ball in the air, hits the other boy, goes in.
Yeah.
And then and I'm going, oh, at least they'll go through.
You bet they're going to lose that.
Now we're talking 97th minute. I'm going, boy, take it to the fucking corner. Just get through, get to the final. Oh, no, not Leverkusen. No, they just went on the attack again. And the fucking boy, they're on the right back. All of a sudden, in the penalty area, they're right back.
Yeah.
They're trying to get to a final. All they got to do is not concede. The right back is up in their penalty and hits the fucking equaliser. The last kick of the game. Unbelievable.
You know what? I'm glad you. I didn't watch it. I went back the following day. I thought, oh, let me check that, and then I saw they was 2-0 down. Then I saw 90 plus 7. But it's good that you watched it. So you're saying that they were clearly the better team.
Honestly, when they scored that goal at the end to keep their unbeaten record going, I fucking jumped out the chair like it was West Ham. I was like, get in there, boys, get in there. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. I'm delighted for him. Really am.
Right. So Robert says what they're doing is bizarre. He also said they might do a treble unbeaten. Now they've got 4 more games, I believe, which would be 2 in the league,
Two
the German
finals.
Cup, 2 finals.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully in the league, I mean, you could excuse him if he does. You know, he could play the kids and and protect them for the finals. Hopefully they don't, because now they have got something, a carrot, which is that unbeaten thing. But I'm really hoping that they go the whole the season unbeaten. How many games have they got until they beat Benfica's, or have they now beaten that record?
They've got to have beaten it, guys. Surely.
Like,
I imagine if they do it all the 4,
they will. That's definite. But
they'd be breaking records all over the place, wouldn't it? Surely.
Can somebody confirm? Have they matched or beaten Benfica's? I think it's 48 game unbeaten record. And they haven't got a.
Well, they're not. You reckon it's 48? Is it unbeaten?
I think they said 48. Benfica. I think. No, let Robert check. I know he'll check.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm just amazed by them, and I just hope they carry on. Because it's just like there's so many times this year. I've watched them for 6 months. Right? I've been watching Leverkusen, and not just because we got drawn against them, but because they were in the Europa League. But I just got interested in the story of being unbeaten, and they're going to beat fucking Bayern Munich to the title. And since then I've been watching all their highlights. I've watched probably all their full games in Europe, and I'm just so impressed how they play football. I just love it. And I've lost count of how many times between the 85th and the 98th minute they won the game or drew the game to keep that going. It's so many times.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? 2 late goals before they played us just to stay in the Europa League. They were nearly out.
Exactly. Karabag.
Unbelievable. Yeah, to Karabag. Yeah, old teabag. Unbelievable, man. What a story. What a fucking story. Unreal.
So,
imagine that. Treble winners and unbeaten. Imagine that.
That's unprecedented. Definitely. So, good luck to Leverkusen. Now, another team that is bizarre what they're doing is Real Madrid, who... There's something about them and the Champions League or European Cup, whatever you want to call it. They just never know when to die. Did you watch any of that game there? And what did you think of the Champions League semi-final?
Yeah, again, weren't they? That's the Bayern Munich one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were done, mate. They were done and dusted. But it's Real Madrid, isn't it? They never give up. They always seem to be out and nick a game as well, late. This is when you've got pedigree in Europe like they have. The game's never over. It's never over, even when you think you're down and out. Bayern played well, mate. I thought Bayern, they played a defensive sort of block, and then their counter-attacking was superb. They were good. They were dangerous, very dangerous. I just thought that he made substitutions there. The substitution Real Madrid made and the substitutions Bayern made the difference, and not good for Bayern. He took Kane off and he took one of their midfield and tried to hold it, and I think it was a mistake. I thought it was a mistake, and he come unstuck.
I'm going to get back to Robert's comment. It's only because you said this, and then Stuart said two cool subs were weird. No,
it did make sense to me, but it obviously made sense to him, and I think it cost him.
Yeah, because 84th or whatever it was, took him off. I don't know if you thought the game's won, we just need to whatever, but the chance of them getting an equaliser, there will be stoppage time, which turned out to be 9 minutes, which turned out to be about 13 minutes. So there's always going to be added time. And then extra time. So
extra time.
It was, Kane scored 44 goals this season. Strange one, very, very strange one.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, Ancelotti, who's been there, done that, brings on Joselu, who was formerly of Stoke City. Not a big name player. They've got him on loan from Espanyol, and he comes on and scores the 2 goals. Now, is that not great management compared to Tuchel's at that point? Not great management.
Well, maybe that's why they let Tuchel go at the end of the season, isn't it? You know, maybe that's the difference.
I mean, would that would probably epitomize the levels in regards to, yes, Tuchel's won the Champions League.
Yeah,
Ancelotti's done it more times, but when it really matters is, can you make the right decisions? And at that time, one did and one didn't.
Really, that Ancelotti really impressed me. When you see him on the sideline, he's just so calm, cool, collected. You know, he doesn't knee jerk to anything.
Yeah,
everything seems to be fucking looked at and going, right, I know what to change this.
Yeah.
All right. And he's not Bobby. He's not, you know what I mean? This is what annoys me. People like Arteta, fucking idiots, run up and down when they fucking score. Nothing's over till it's over. Nothing's won till it's won. Nothing's lost till it's lost. And Ancelotti just personifies that. It's just so calm and goes, oh, no, ain't over yet. 2-0 down, really. Should have been able to fucking block it out there by him, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember the 2 goals. That's
so the first one, Neuer had a great evening. Now in the
that was he had a great game there. One mistake, and it just shows you the levels of Champions League. One mistake, cost him the final. That one mistake by Neuer, and he was so good in the game. So good.
Going back to Ancelotti, you know, people might have thought, oh, it's as simple. It's not. Now, by bringing on Joselu, it's almost like he knows when is the prime time. Now, you could have left on a different player, and they might not have reacted as quick as him. Do you understand? He knew this is the right time for Joselu right now. And then the other one was, it fell to Rudiger out wide. I thought not him, but his pass was offside. It wasn't. You know, he laid it across the goal, and then Joselu once again finished that. So those were the two goals. If you, I
remember on that. Yeah. Fucking unreal.
Unreal.
You
now,
know what I mean?
Real Madrid before the game, they made sure that it would have been hot over there. They made sure the stadium roof was closed just to create even more of an atmosphere. And Rio Ferdinand and McManaman, they said this atmosphere is incredible. You know, like it's like second to none. So, all of the finer details. You'd think on a nice sunny day in Spain they have the roof open. No, they closed it for that reason, for that stoppage time and all
them
of
little
details,
little things.
Yeah.
So
we've got a Dortmund v Real final, and we've got a Leverkusen v Fiorentina. No, sorry. Leverkusen v who's Leverkusen playing in the final?
Atlanta.
Is it Atlanta? Yeah. Oh, Scamacca. And then in the Europa, Aston Villa went out with a whimper, and Fiorentina are back in the final after last year losing to us. And so it's Fiorentina v Olympiacos. So no English team in any of the finals.
No. All bailed out, mate. Well, there's my prediction gone. As soon as the season finished last year, Titch, you remember, I said my first prediction, right, before anyone got on board, was Villa will win the Conference League.
Yeah, I remember.
They'll win it. Hands down, they'll win it.
Yeah.
And for a team that's fourth in the Premier League to go out like that was poor. Really poor. They lost it in the first leg, obviously, but even the second leg, mate, it only took 2 goals to be back in it.
Exactly.
This is Olympiacos. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Only the second Greek team ever to be in a European final.
And that's their first ever European final as well.
And that's their first,
And
it was Panathinaikos the last time, fucking 30-odd years ago or whatever.
Whoever
so really...
I was going to say, sorry.
They don't achieve. Clubs out of Greece don't achieve as mad as they are about their football in Greece.
They don't.
Mad as they are. They don't really achieve much.
Nah.
And especially in Europe.
There's a little backstory to that, yeah? Whoever Panathinaikos' rivals are, I don't know if it's Panathinaikos or... Sorry, whoever Olympiacos' rivals are, the final is at their ground. So if they do win a European trophy, it will be on their rival's ground, which is hilarious.
Yeah, because it's in Athens, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So which team is that? Is it Yeah, whoever's their rivals, then it's at their ground anyway. So
well, it doesn't even matter travel, geezer, to go to the final. Just fucking how good's that?
Exactly. Now, so Robert has confirmed that they have surpassed Benfica's record with 49th match. So yeah, Benfica had 48 games unbeaten. They are now with that. So imagine that. If they would have lost that game, they would have just drawn. They would have, but yeah, they
last kick, geezer. The last kick. And they were still attacking. That's what I'm shouting at the telly. Stop, kick the corner, you idiot. Go fucking stop. And not just that last attack. About 2 attacks before where they should have run the clock down just to get to no. They went for it. They're crazy, man. Yeah, but entertaining as I love them. I love Leverkusen, mate. And even Leverkusen, he left that Florian Wirtz on the bench. He left Schick on the bench to start with. He brought them on late. You know what I mean? I didn't think he fielded his strongest team, but he knows a lot better than we do. So
yeah,
it was amazing.
This is a good point, Rob. We will get back to the show. We're just recapping, which is it's season's nearly done, so this is quite important.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was for me. I wasn't happy with this. Bayern Munich had a goal ruled offside, right? Now, the rule is, the lino, don't just stick up your flag, just wait. And there's times where
that was terrible.
It was terrible. Now, there's times where it's so obvious, just put the flag up so no one gets hurt. This wasn't, right? Now, it looked like the keeper sort of didn't even bother, but that's besides the point. You should never have put that flag up. And that, to me, would imply you want Real Madrid to win the game.
That makes you wonder, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Because I think it was disgusting to see it. It does my head in when a geezer's a yard offside, so clear, and the linesman don't put his flag up and lets it carry on. Then does it? It's stupid. But this was so tight, that flag should never have gone up. And even if it did, there's no reason for that referee to blow the whistle. He can let it play out. That doesn't mean it's offside because he puts his flag up. You can still play on, the referee. He could have said, no, I won't blow. Let it play out. Then we'll have a look. Simple.
Yeah.
He could have blown after the play finished. And then we can look at VAR. But they didn't. I thought it was crazy. I don't know. Did they actually look at that to see if it was offside with lines or whatever? Or don't they? I know they don't normally bother.
No, you know why they can't? The reason why they can't is...
No, but I just like... Whether the TV people can do it.
The TV look. They didn't put the line, but they're saying he looks onside. You're just not.
It looked fucking close, geezer. It looks so tight.
I saw the keeper look over. Real Madrid relaxed a little bit, right? But if he doesn't put that up and let it play out, so that's a terrible, terrible football decision.
Even if he puts it up, geezer, if that referee don't blow, you're still playing on. You still forget the linesman. That's the first mistake. The linesman put his flag up. But the second mistake is the referee blowing. He can still not blow that whistle. You know the old adage, you always play to the whistle. Always. Never mind the linesman. So I think they made 2 mistakes there and it cost Bayern. At the end of the day, Real Madrid deserved it. Right? Yeah. At the end of the day, they deserved to win it. And I think if it had gone to extra time, they would have won it anyway. So that would have brought it to extra time. But it's still, fuck me. Come on, this is Champions. No, I prefer that referee and them lot were fantastic during that game. They were very good.
For the wrong reason.
But then they end it with that. And I mean, you know what I mean? It just makes you wonder with Europe,
and finally, before we get to our much more important, PSG are out once again. They didn't score against Dortmund over 2 legs. They hit the woodwork 6 times. But yeah, once again, they've fallen at the final hurdle. Mbappe probably wanted a final swan song with them against Real Madrid, who, many people believe he's going to. But yeah, once again, it just didn't happen for PSG. And that's another Champions League gone, which maybe this year was the year that if you were going to win it, maybe this was the prime year for you because... Yeah, no one's looking too convincing, but yeah, PSG. What did you do? Did you watch any of that game when they went out?
Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah, Mbappe weren't in it much, to be honest. Weren't in it. Trying to remember their goals. Who's it?
It's a corner, and then he was free. Mats Hummels scored a header from a corner.
Oh yeah, standing there on his own, mate. Standing on his own.
Yeah.
But what I did notice in them 2 games, Mbappe going to Real Madrid. I think it's crazy because in the Real Madrid game, what's his name on the left?
Vinicius
Junior was fucking fabulous. He ripped the right back to pieces all through the game. Through the game, he was unreal. I mean, I compared him to the 2 guys, Mbappe and him. Yeah. Vinicius made Mbappe look fucking bang average. He was so good in that game. He was brilliant. Yeah, what a player.
I was speaking to my second eldest son during that game, and he was like, "Oh, Mbappe's going." I said, "Yeah, Mbappe is probably going there." I said, "But I don't know if he's going to upset the harmony at Real Madrid. They're signing Endrick, another young Brazilian sensation. They've already got what they've got going on there. Is he really the right fit for that club? I'm not too sure because
I don't know if he is either. Messi, if you've got Vinicius Junior, you don't need Mbappe.
No, because they would play Mbappe as a striker.
One would think. Yeah, all right, yeah. But even so, fuck me a hat. Like PSG, buy all the best players in the world, hope you win something. But Real Madrid, I'm not sure if they need it. What's he doing? Ridiculous money for Mbappe.
And bear in mind, Mbappe strung them along 2 seasons ago, and I said after that, if I was them, I would never sign him.
Yeah, pissing.
He also told PSG maybe 3-4 years ago he would never leave them on a free. He's leaving them on a free. So just be careful because he could cause a lot of disharmony at a club that is very much like a family. Mbappe said he would, put it out today, leaving PSG. Right. Once Giza gets back, we're going to get into last week. I don't know how anybody done because once again, I didn't check. So yeah, as soon as he gets back, we will start the show. Where are we? Anything else that's happened football-wise that you want to talk about before we?
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's Europe for you. No English teams in it. Just shows you maybe the Premier League fucking spouting out how great we are, the best league in the world, are we? Well, not always, eh? Well, not when it comes to Europe this year. We've all been knocked out.
Terrible.
So there you go. There you go.
Right, actually, before we move on, I'm going to ask everybody in the chat, just because we haven't got involved too much. I'm going to ask everybody in the chat, who wins all 3 finals? So starting with you, Giza. Who wins each of the European finals? And everybody in the chat, just so I know who's still here.
I'm back in Leverkusen, mate.
So Leverkusen to beat Atalanta, yeah?
Yeah, I fucking hope so. Yeah, they beat Atalanta. Real Madrid beat Dortmund.
Yeah.
Who's the other 2?
And then it's Fiorentina v Olympiacos.
Fiorentina. Yeah.
Yeah. Second time they're back there.
Yeah.
Surely
They don't want 2 losses in a year, do they? In the same final.
The same final. So yeah, you lot put in who you think's gonna win, and also right. So Danny says Olympiacos to beat. Right, here we go. Wait, first Danny says Olympiacos will beat Fiorentina. Stuart says Leverkusen, Real, and Olympiacos. So he's saying they'll beat Fiorentina. Robert says Leverkusen.
Fiorentina, listen up.
Danny says Leverkusen to win. Right, listen, you lot keep putting in your thing. I want to get here because Robert's just reminded me. David Moyes is not going. We haven't even spoke about this. David Moyes.
Oh, no, it could take years. This show.
I forgot about this. David Moyes. Yeah,
we lost the manager during the week, didn't we? Wait,
Moyes is leaving, and it's looking like Lopetegui is coming in as a head coach rather than a manager, which would give Steiden a lot more power, which is probably if you're not going to utilize him, so it makes sense. But what's your thoughts on Lopetegui and head coach rather than manager? And then we'll get to the show.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad that they announced it, made the decision, and got fucking Moyes out of the way. For his sake and for the fans' sake, especially with, one home game left this weekend. So I'm glad it was done. Thank God they've got rid of him. Stop the speculation. That's it. It's done. Yeah, Lopetegui, I don't know. To me, as long as Steiton's had a say in this, as long as he hasn't been overruled by Sullivan, which reports are starting to think now he is a part and he has signed off on it. I know nobody knows for sure, but I mean, it could be fine. Be honest, Geezer, when I look at the rebuild West Ham need next year, you know what fan I am of Postecoglou, how I'd like him. Or Amorim, right? Oh, these, big names, attacking, progressive. We don't need that next year. It would be a disaster if Postecoglou came to West Ham next year. Let's,
it would be.
Make the point. It'd be disastrous. We haven't got the players. Our recruitment's key here. The biggest thing he has to, ironically, the biggest thing he has to sort out, Lopetegui, is our fucking defence. We've conceded 70 fucking goals, mate. And ironically, that's the first job to do, not on the attacking side of it. Fucking stop conceding goals. And I think he might be the man better suited for this time for West Ham. For the next 2 years, he's probably the right man at the right time. It's as simple as that. Rather than going, from David Moyes, say an Ange Postecoglou, I think would be disastrous.
Yeah.
So I think, I want to see him and just see how it pans out. And I've said to you all season, whoever takes over next year is going to have a tough season with the rebuild we need. We could be losing 8, 9, 10 players. Who knows? We might need to bring in 8 players in. It's going to be a tough ask for any manager. So I think you need a little bit more of a pragmatic manager in the situation we're in. So I'm happy with it. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to say this now. I think West Ham have got to go back to go forward. So if anybody's expecting crazy things, don't. And if anybody is not understanding, when we talk about a project and a rebuild, this is that. West Ham have been run by David Moyes a certain way. Both of us too. It's not what we like to see and all of that. Now, that's ingrained in some of these players where it's just been drummed into them. So there's going to be a transition. And within that transition, West Ham are going to play, I believe, you're going to have some exciting games, some terrible games. And considering the last 3 seasons where we've been in and around Europe, that ain't going to be the case next year. And I think West Ham fans, I don't watch any YouTube anymore. So I just hope West Ham fans are realistic and we do actually give this man time. Giving him time is understanding. He's going to try and side of play. Players, it's a massive rebound and transition. So things he's trying and players that can they play the way I want to play. He's going to have to figure that out in the Premier League because the preseason is short. So I'm wholeheartedly behind this manager. And if I see mistakes because we're trying to play out and you can see that's what he's trying to do, it's going to happen. So just be prepared for some up and downs next season with West Ham. But I think you're going to see a better brand of football even next season than what we've seen sort of in the last couple of seasons. So yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah,
I'm happy with it, mate. And he wants. What I like about it, he wants to come. He's been wanting to come for quite a while. He's been sort of targeting West Ham, I think, the boy, because he never left England. He's still got a house there in Wolverhampton and wherever. You know what I mean? He wants to do it in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And it's not like you've got to go and pay like Amorim about 15 million just to get him out of there. And he wants to go to Liverpool. He just wants a job paying lots of money to me. Now, he could be great. That doesn't mean he wouldn't be a good manager. But this guy wants to do it. So
I think if you check Lopetegui's resume, I think he was 2 years in charge at Spain and they didn't lose, I believe.
That's right.
He won the Europa League maybe with Sevilla. He got them in the top 4 3 seasons in a row, something like that. So he's got pedigree, right? He's got pedigree. He's got Premier League experience with Wolves. He chose to leave Wolves. They didn't sack him. He obviously felt restricted there. He left there. So his reputation wasn't tarnished. He left Wolverhampton Wanderers. Like Giza said, he stayed in England. He wanted to. That's where he's backing himself. I'm staying here because I'm going to get a job in the Premier League. He probably sees West Ham as a massive English club with the stadium, and compared to Wolves, no disrespect, I'm talking about the capacity and all of that. West Ham for him is a massive step up from Wolverhampton Wanderers, and probably something that he's going to be can't wait to get his teeth into. So I think it's a good fit for both.
Yeah, I think it is. I think at the right time. Yeah, and you could argue, right, as much as I didn't want Moyes the last time, that COVID season, he probably was the right man for the job at that time, you know?
Yeah.
And we had a good season. And he was probably the right man to have for that after the Pellegrini disaster. Moyes was probably that steady pair of hands that we needed at that time. It's run its course. It ran its course at the end of last year, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's when we should have had this change. And Moyes could have come out, he could have been out waving and successful and left. Instead, that I knew this was going to happen this season.
We knew
it was going to be a season of discontent, and it has been. I think he should have gone then, and that would have been his course run. And the same could happen with this guy. 2 to 3 years could be his course run, and then we go again. And that's really 2.5 years is the average of a manager in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So, if we can get the next 2 years, this boy, building a project, building a team, building a squad. Remember, we've got to get this age down.
Yeah.
Right then. And to go forward. You've seen the likes of Arsenal do this, and Villa to a point. So you've got to do that. And we're just at that point. We've left it a year too late to rebuild. But that's where we are. So the boy's got a hell of a job, but we'll see.
One thing I would say in David Moyes' favour, it's going to be a very, very long time before you get a manager that gets West Ham into Europe 3 seasons in a row, wins a European trophy. It's got, and like Kieran has said, the lifespan of a manager these days 2-3 years. So is anybody even going to get enough time to do what David Moyes done? So although the football majority of it wasn't great, he's done something that it's going to be hard to replicate at West Ham for any other manager. So yeah, and good luck to David Moyes, whatever he does after West Ham. Good luck to him. Right, Robert says, I won't be listening to any rumoured players we are after. I'll wait till we sign someone.
Well, you better turn your telly off, Robert, for the next 3 months, because that's all it's going to be, isn't it? Non-stop. Okay,
says, who we'd like and who comes to us a different matter. As we ain't in Europe, I would like to have a good cup run. And Stuart says, Crew beat Doncaster in pens to reach the final, which must be League. Is that League 1 or League 2, Stuart? Right, Robert says, we need to bring the age down and are thinking of signing Zaha.
Yeah. It's been rumoured all week, Geezer. Zaha.
I didn't even know that. See, like I said, I don't. I'm not tuned into anything. League 2. Okay, they're in the League 2 final. Right, so let's get into last week's. Last week's predictions. Season's nearly over. Right, so on your thing, was Arsenal v Bournemouth the first game?
Yeah.
Right, so let me just check. Because what was the score? I can't even remember the bloody. Right, one sec, everyone. So Danny was last week's winner, by the way. Just a reminder.
That is the older
results. Right, so Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. Robert can confirm this. We had 5 cards and 7 corners. 5, 7, 3, 0. One sec.
Shit, slow.
5, 7, 3, 0. 5, 7, 3, 0. Right. So, Robert, can you just confirm that? 5 cards, 7 corners, and obviously it's 3-0. So, Giza. Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. What did we predict for that?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just remember they got a bullshit penalty to start with, fucking Arsenal.
Yeah.
Havertz. The boy slid in, but Havertz just dropped his leg, so made sure he touched the game. Fucking bullshit. And then, smart assist by Rice for the second goal. Flick onto the other guy, banged it.
Yeah. Oh, to Trossard.
Yeah, and then Gabriel scored an absolute screamer that was disallowed by 1 2 inch offsides.
Great goal.
And then Rice got the thing at the end. So,
good goal.
Fucking here we go. Look. In there, Spinner. Come in, Spinner. Arsenal Bournemouth. Fuck me. I went. Stop now. Just stop now, boy.
Yeah.
I said Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. You said 2-0 Arsenal. Robert said 3-2. to Arsenal. Wally said 4-1 to Arsenal. 3-1 said Stewie. Oh, Inky.
Yep.
He copies me on the first one, Inky. And well done, Inky. 3-0. Malk said 2-1. Lawrence said 3-1. Danny said 3-1. So
now
I didn't give Bournemouth a goal, and I was right. And so was Inky.
Look, I didn't check this, but I thought to myself, I didn't know whether I picked 2-0 or 3-0. And then when they scored 3-0, I thought, I'm sure I picked 3-0. So I thought, and then I thought, actually, I'm sure I picked 2-0. So that goal by fucking Rice just fucked
up. Last kick of the game, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for me, not for you.
I wasn't sure, even going into this just now, I weren't sure what I picked. But yeah, Declan Rice just messed up my 10 points. Anyway, there were 5 cards, 7 corners. 7 corners, obviously not a lot. So no. Nobody got the cards or the corners. So it was just you and Inky with 10 points.
We're in the lead, Inky. We're in the lead, mate.
Inky says, thanks for that one, geezer.
No problem, Inky, right? I wouldn't follow me too often, but.
So Brentford v Fulham was the next game, yeah?
It is.
And that finished bloody 0-0. Shit. And let me just check the stats. There was only 2 cards, Robert, and we had 13 corners. Oh, he's already put it there. So yeah, not a lot of cards, no goals. So
it was dreadful, guys. What's the highlight? It was dreadful. It was an end of season, one of them end of season games. No one give a shit. Jimenez missed a bit of a sitter, but that was it. It was shit. Iwobi had a good effort. Not even worth talking about that game.
So,
0-0.
I don't think none of us picked 0-0, but what do we pick?
No, I was getting 0-0. I had 2-1, the Brentford 2-1. Fucking hell, I can't even bother read the scores out.
Oh.
Robert went with a 4-2. 6 goals you had in here, Robert. 1-1 said Wally. 2-1, 2-0 English. Stu said, 1-2. 1-1 said Mel. 2-2. Lawrence, 2-2 Danny. No one got 0-0. A lot of people picked the draw, but yeah.
Taylor.
Crap.
Sorry, geezer. Taylor. Crash the car where?
On the island.
In which island?
The island on the start of the boat.
An hour?
Yep.
And now where's the car?
Parked outside Mum's. Listen to what it sounds like.
Whose car is it?
It's Robert, yeah, hers.
No, man. Sorry. Right. 1 sec. Right. So 0-0. 2-13 0-0. 2-13 0-0. Sorry, did you go through the scores just now? You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was distracted. Right. So 2 cards, which I'm guessing nobody picked, but somebody. No, they did. They did. 2 people picked 2 cards, and that was Robert and Wally. They correctly predicted 2 cards.
Yeah, now. Really?
And then 1 person correctly predicted 13 corners, and that was Danny. So Danny got the corners, and Wally and Robert got the cards. So that's 5 people on 10 points, isn't it? 5 different people.
Yeah, well done, Robert Wally, for that. 2 cards and got it right. That's fucking hell of a pick.
Well, you picked 3, so you was close. So yeah, probably they looked at it as a fucking meaningless.
Yeah, I'm doing remember thinking that. Yes, could be low with the cards, knowing the game it was. Yeah, but yeah. Fuck me, yeah, I thought I'd done well with a 3, yeah. Still wrong. Fucking hell.
Right, so the next game was it Burnley v Newcastle, yeah?
Yeah, yep.
Burnley won, who took the lead in that game, I believe. Newcastle 4. No, they didn't. Burnley didn't take the lead. No, they scored right at the end. Yeah. Did you watch any of that game? Thanks,
Yeah, Murphy was good in that game. He's got a couple of assists, but they just battered them, Burnley, in the first half. They were 3-0 down, Burnley. Oh, that O'Shea scored the 1 goal for him, a good header.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wilson there again in the right place at the right time to score 1. That was it, mate. Yeah, Newcastle flogged them, really.
And then that just Burnley 110% down now, aren't they? Like, yeah, that was. If you're gonna get any chance, you need to win that game at home to Newcastle. Just before we go through the predictions, yeah, Newcastle. No, wait. I'm going to wait till we get to Man United before I talk about the league position. Anyway, right. So there were. What did we pick score-wise? And there was 4 cards, 15
Right.
corners. What did we pick for the score? Thanks for that.
I
Robert.
went 2-0 to Newcastle. You went 2-1 to Burnley. Mental. 4-2 said Robert. Unlucky, sir. That was a good effort. 2-1 to Newcastle Wally. 2-1 said Stu. 2-0 said Inky. 2-1 said Malk. Lawrence went 2-1 to Burnley. Mental. And Danny went 4-1 to Newcastle.
Bang on, Danny. Well done, Danny.
Good pick. Danny, that's a great pick, mate. Well done.
Well done,
The champion goes into the lead.
Yeah.
For the moment.
And let me just check. 4 cards, 15 corners. No. Yes. Right. So the 3 people that correctly predicted 4 cards, nobody got the corners, were Lawrence. So he's now on the board.
Lawrence on the board.
Wally, another 10 points.
Fucking hell, Wally.
And the only 2 people that haven't got any points yet is me and Malk, and it was Malk who also got another 10 points. So yeah, it's just me now with no points. Oh, Malk's saying, look, as soon as he gets points, that's when he joins.
Yeah, he does. He pops.
This guy just waits. How you doing, Malk? I was impressed with Stu last week, Danny, so I thought I'd pick this week so he's not alone. Well, you're not, because you just got your 10 points. It's me. I'm the one with no points.
Well, 3 games in, Stu's still nil.
No,
after 10 games last week of nil.
No, 11 games. Ain't Stuart got nothing?
Oh, 11. Huh?
Has Stuart got any points this week?
No.
Okay, good. Sorry, Stuart, because I thought it was just me. So me and Stuart ain't got no points. I thought it was just me. All right, cool,
yeah, continuing it. Stu, well done.
I feel better now. So that's 14 games in a row for Stuart, because it was 11 last week and then 3.
Yeah, that's a record. That's a new. We have to keep the tabs on this. See when it stops.
That's a 10 hog type of record there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, the next game was Sheffield United v Nottingham Forest, which finished.
Yeah.
Sheffield United won, Nottingham Forest 3. Sheffield United got a red card, and Sheffield United were actually winning that game through a Bertrand Diaz penalty. Did you watch any of that game? And does that win keep Forest up, in your opinion? Oops.
Yeah, I think it goes a long way towards it. Yeah, and they got a penalty. Sheffield United, definite penalty. Adoy was it? Hudson Adoy was the difference. Scored 2 really good goals. One was a cracker. And they run out winners in the end. But yeah, I think it does. I think Forest at the moment, they even look better than Luton. So
yeah,
that was an important 3 points for them. And Luton could still do it. They could come and beat West Ham and get a result in their last game. But I think if Forest win now, I think that's them sorted, isn't it?
As West Ham's announcement sort of put a spanner in Luton having a better chance of winning at West Ham.
I think they have got a better chance because of it. West Ham are definitely on the beach now. They've been on the beach for a couple of weeks, haven't they? Now, unless now that Moyes is gone, everyone just the shackles are off and everyone goes for it. That could it could work either way.
Right. Listen, I've got here right. And Robert said 4 cards, yeah, but it was yellow, and then Ali Hamadic got a second yellow. So that's 3 cards, isn't it? It's not 4. Because he's got a yellow, which means he's off.
Well, he got another yellow, which correlates to that. Do you class that because he gets the red with the second yellow? Do you class the second yellow as a yellow? Yeah, I suppose you do, because it is a yellow card, offence. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only 3. Would you say there's 3 cards? I would say there's 3, but what is that?
What have they written down? It was.
No, it doesn't. Here, it just shows you. It just says yellow for this player, yellow for that player, and then this player, it's got a red/yellow because obviously it resulted in a. But I would say that's just 3 cards, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what we've picked. Even if I've picked 4, I still think it's just 3 cards. It's not 4, is it? Robert's put 4, but I don't think that's 4.
Well, it sort of is and it isn't. isn't it? If he's had 2 yellows, but it equates to a red, so yeah, that's a grey area, I think, for us, mate. What do you class it as?
Right, everybody in the chat. Does 2 yellows mean 1 card or 2 card? The second yellow, and then from here on in, we'd do it like that. So on here is 3 yellows was issued, but one of those resulted in a red. It wasn't a straight red. So I always thought that's 3 cards. So let me just see what you lot say, and then we just go for that. Damn, ruined it. Hi, Stu, mate. I tried. Sorry, you're still a thick crap all alone. So sad. Says Malk. Hi, Danny. Love you too, Malk. I would say 3. It's another card. Yeah, I was thinking, but then Danny says 2.
I don't know. For me, if you get 2 yellows, it's 2 yellows. It just equates to a red. You've still got that offence weren't a red card; it was a yellow card.
Yeah.
It just happens to be that you already had a yellow to get sent off. So I'd class that as 2 yellows myself.
See, even in the chat, is the 2 people that have right. Danny says 2 cards. Robert Malk says 2 cards. 2 yellows shown, then 1 red, totals of 3. So, all right, fuck it, you lot. If it's 2 yellows, we're gonna have to add the red.
Yeah, I think Mike said he was given 2 yellows. It just happens to be equating to a red.
So what are you
still
saying?
get 2 yellows, didn't they? So I'd count.
What would you count that as? 2 cards or
2
3
yellows?
cards? Just 2 yellows.
No, 3. If there's you said if he's been given 2 yellows and then sent off because of it, he's had 2 yellows himself.
Yeah. So you're saying that does class as 3 cards, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, fine. So from now on, you lot, if it's 2 yellows, that counts as 3. I don't know if we've been here before, but see, look, Danny says when I was repping underage, I always class it as 2 cards. Oh, he means he's talking about the yellow and then the red. All right, so 4. We're gonna go 4, you lot. 4 cards were shown.
You're sending kids off under 8s and you're sending them off, Danny. Fuck a bit hard. Right. Jeez, what kind of games are these?
So let me just get this here.
Get in.
Here we go. Right, it was 1-3. 4-8-1-3. 4. And bear in mind, I don't know what we've put. And right, here we go. No, this is going to be hilarious.
Fucking penalty. A silly penalty.
Right,
I put Sheffield United 0, Forest 3.
Yep.
Unlucky. You went 3-1 to Sheffield United. Mental. 2-1 to Forest, said Robert. Unlucky. 2-0, said Wally. 1-1, said Stu. 2-0 to Forest, said Inky. 1-0 to Sheffield United, said Mount. Never. 2-0 to Forest, said Lawrence. 1-1, said Danny. So,
right.
No winners.
No one got the correct score. 4 cards, 8 corners. And we've got some points for both the cards and the corners. Now, the funny thing is this. Obviously, I didn't know who's picked what, and I left it down to Giza to, say what it is. It turns out he picked 3 cards and I picked 4. So, thankfully, his rule means I finally get 10 points. Anyway, so before you put those points,
hang on. Let's change that.
Right. So let me just go through whoever got the cards right, and then there's some people got the corners right. So cards, I got 4 cards right.
Well done. You're on the ball, chap.
Lawrence got 4 cards right.
Lawrence.
And Inky was the last one to get 4 cards right.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. I stitched myself up here. What's going on?
Now 8 corners. Right. 2 people correctly predicted 8 corners. That was Robert got 8 corners. Robert. And Mr. Geezer also correctly predicted 8 corners. So you nearly got.
I should have had both of them. I'll tell you what. I should have had the 3 cards. And I said 3-0 as well. Jeez, I could have had all 3 there.
Right. 3 cards. End of, says Mount. 3 cards shown. End of. Yep, you're right, and that's benefited me. Right. Stuart said need a lose, so I'll put my first prediction in Fulham v Man City. Okay, is that next? One sec. Oh, How long are you gonna be on the toilet, Stu? We still got we still got seven
Wait.
games. I
What, you going into town for a shit? Or what?
Geezer, they're bad over here. Getting the red cards. That's because I'm brave and be different. So don't be cheeky with the comments, or the bird gets it. Thanks for that one, Geezer. Right, here we go.
Yeah, no, that's outrageous. If I lose this by 10 points, I'm fucking going to put a VAR into it. Fuck this.
Right, here we go. Man City v Wolves. 5-1 that finished. Did you watch that game? Robert has said 4 cards, 6 corners. Man City 5. Was that the next game on your list? Man City v Wolves?
Strangely enough, no. I've not even got... All right.
From last week. Man City.
What the fuck? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, it is. Yeah. Right. Correct.
So, yeah, Man City 5, Wolves 1. Haaland scored 4 goals in that game. How many penalties? 2 penalties. He's back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
he scored a cracking header as well. Fucking... I don't know how high he gets in the air when he jumps, but my God, it's high. But scored a good header. Yeah, he got a couple of pens. I think he might have even won at least one of the pens for himself. And then Alvarez came on late and he scored another one. Yeah, but they're just coasting there, Man City, which we sort of all thought they would.
Obviously, that leaves them or keeps them at the top of their Premier League. Would you be surprised if I told you that 5-1 at home to Wolves, there was only 6 corners in that game, all to Man City? So
yeah,
no one ain't picking 6 corners.
Yeah, you would pick the corners to be low, I would have thought, because Wolves ain't going to get many.
Yeah.
So it's all down to Man City, but you still pick more than that, wouldn't you? Mate.
Yeah.
But,
you would. Yeah.
I would have thought.
Right, so let's get into our predictions, and hopefully Stuart can join us before we actually get there.
Yeah. Well, I thought City would just coast and win 2-0. I went 2-0. Titch, you went 4-0, nearly 4-2. Said Robert. Fucking hell, I was amazed that they got a goal out of nowhere. Wolves. And Wally went 2-0. 3-1 said Shoot City. 3-0 Anki to City. 3-0 Malk to City. 3-0 Lawrence to City. 3-1 said Danny. But no one got the 5.
Right. So there was 4 cards, 6 corners. Robert said here City didn't get any of the cards either. It was all Wolves with the Stuart's back. He's back. He's in one piece. I hope. I picked 5 cards, 7 corners. Right. So cards and corners. 6 corners nobody picked, and 4 cards we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people correctly predicted 4 cards in no particular order. Wally gets another 10 points for picking 4 cards. Lawrence also gets 10 points for picking 4 cards. Stuart is on the board with 4 cards.
Right.
And finally, 4 points goes to Giza.
Woo, you fucking beauty.
4 cards.
Well done, me.
Right.
I'm happy with that, boy. Because, we have Lawrence on 30, Danny on 20, Malk on 10, 20 for Inky, 10 for Stu, 30 for Wally, 20 for Robert, 10 for Titch, and 30 for me.
So it's tight.
Nip and tuck at the moment, boy. That's 14 games then, Stu. You went. We'll have to write that down, eh? 14 is a record at the moment of not getting anything.
Right. Stuart says it takes a little while longer these days going to the toilet, but it also takes him a little while longer to get some points on the board. But yeah, he's finally there.
Yeah.
Well done, Stu. Lots of people on fire, says Robert. Yippee, Super Stu, says Mount. Right. So the next game was. It could have derailed Aston Villa. They lost 1-0 to Brighton, but Spurs also lost, so it didn't really make any difference. But yeah, Brighton finally got back to winning ways. Villa on a little bit of a bad run of form, which ended in them going out of Europe. But yeah, Brighton won, Villa 0. Did you watch any of that game?
Yeah, just the highlights, Blake. They're Brighton's keeper, Olsen, had a really good game. He saved them a few times, man. And the Villa keeper Olsen. He saved them a few times. You know, in the game, he had a good game. But yeah, they just don't look like a top 4 side, Villa. Keep saying it. You know what I mean? They're a little bit hot and cold. Sometimes they look great. Sometimes they look bang average, as they did against fucking Chelsea last week. And this one, yeah, this was a game really they should have nailed, and they didn't. And they got a penalty, missed the penalty, boy saved it again, and then the rebound was a header in, and that was that.
I'm just seeing this now, actually. So I haven't really watched any of the football. So I'm just, as I'm looking here, I can see that he missed the penalty, but obviously he got the rebound because it's in the same minute. 1, 2, and Robert said there was 4 cards, which is correct. I'm just double checking this. Should be 14 corners. No, 10 corners, Robert. Robert, it's 10 corners. Let me check this. Yeah, Robert, double check that. It's 10 corners here. Am I in the right game? Yeah. 1-0. 4 cards you got right. And 10 corners, not 14, Robert. Right, just while Robert checks that. What do we pick for score wise for that? 1-0 to Brighton. What did we pick?
Yeah, I went 2-0 to Villa. You went 2-1 to Brighton, did you?
Yeah.
Another one ridiculous. Robert went 3-1 to Villa. Wally went 2-0 to Villa. 2-2 said Stewie. 1-1 said Inky. It's close. 2-2 said Mal. 3-1 to Villa said Lawrence. 2-1 to Villa said Danny.
So no one got the correct score, but I did pick Brighton to win by 1 goal, so I get the 50 points for that, I think. Anyway, right, 4 cards, 10 corners, sorry. It was 10 corners. 4 cards, 10 corners, and 1-0. Right, so 10 corners. Oh, 2 people correctly predicted 10 corners, and somebody got the card. Anyway, so for the corners, Inky gets another 10 points.
Oh, Inky. Fucking hell, he's up there now at 30.
And Mr. Fox Malk also got 10 points by correctly predicting 10.
And he's on to 20.
And then how many people picked 4 cards? 1, 2. 2 people correctly predicted 4 cards, and that was Lawrence.
Where's it? Oh, he's on to the 40 mark, Lawrence.
And Mr. Giza.
Okay. And I'm on the 40, me and Lawrence. Ooh, you fucking beauty.
So is it you and Lawrence on 40?
Yeah.
Right. Let me go to the next. Oh, shit. Next game. Chelsea 5, West Ham 0. Give me your thoughts on this debacle.
What's to say, mate? What, did I even write anything down on West Ham, did I?
Yeah, you wrote down shit.
Yeah. Palmer, cool score. Unlucky for Bowen hitting the bar 3 times.
Did he hit the bar? I didn't even watch it. Did he? 3 times?
No, he hit the bar 3 times.
Shit.
But that doesn't reflect on the game, really. I mean, they hit the bar as well with Sitter from what's his name? Conor McGregor, or whatever his name is. He's mate. We were Gallagher, yeah. We were embarrassing in that game. Absolutely embarrassing. Just terrible. At the back, woeful. Just 5-0 was fair, mate. Should have been more. You know what I mean? I think 8-2 might have been a fair result. But yeah, we're just shit. Fucking pack of talk, shit.
Again. But yeah, I haven't watched any football. I'm just not.
Bowen tried hard, man. Antonio tried hard, but it's just at the best. 70 goals now after that we've conceded.
That's a lot of goals, man. That's
only Sheffield United.
Is that? Well, let me. So a defensive coach playing pragmatic football, and we're still letting 70 goals.
That tells you a lot.
No, there's more teams. There are more teams. Sheffield United have let in 100. Burnley have let in 74. Luton 78, and then it's West Ham on 70. So apart from the bottom 3, we've let in the most goals.
Yeah, I think it's only Sheffield United since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
You know, since January, it's only Sheffield United have conceded more since then.
They've let in 100 goals. 100.
It's a record.
Because I'm looking at this, everything's double figures. Because it's in treble figures, it looks weird. 100 goals.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible. Right, so nice one, Robert. And yeah, that's all right. There was 4 cards, 14 corners. Give me some score predictions. What do we pick for this game?
Fucking hell, I'm getting close here this week. I went 4-1 to Chelsea.
Yeah.
You went 3-1 to Chelsea. 2-2 said Robert. 3-2 to Wally to Chelsea. 2-2 said Stu. 2-2 said Enki. 2-1 to Chelsea said Mel. 2-1 to West Ham said Lawrence. 2-1 to West Ham said Danny. But never gonna. Yeah, I knew we were gonna get flogged in that game. And I keep saying about Chelsea, they can hurt you if you let them. Yeah. And we let them. You've got to put Chelsea on the back foot because at the back they're vulnerable. But they've got a lot of firepower, man. We even made that Jackson look really good. Scored 2.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. It's embarrassing. There you go.
Right. Stuart says, has Paqueta checked out? Has he checked out?
Well, it could be for a lot of reasons, though, Stu. He might have done. I mean, it could be because of Moyes, or it could be that he just wants it out, or he just wants to play a better style of football. I don't know. But he's definitely not putting it in, mate. He's definitely not.
Malk says, don't worry, your new manager will hit the ground running for the new season. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for that, Malk. I really am. I think, I think we'll be right.
Right, so 4 cards, 14 corners. Nobody picked 14 corners, but 4 people picked 4 cards. Those 4 people are Robert picked 4 cards for that game. Wally picked 4 points for that and 4 cards.
Wally, yeah. He got 4.
Inky picked 4 cards for that game, so 10 points.
Another one.
And finally, Lawrence also picked 4 cards for that game, which should put him on 50 and in the lead. Is that right?
It is. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, Lawrence is right. I thought I would have picked 4 for that one, but there you
go. Malk says, is it true that Gobby Vardy is in talks with Wrexham? I didn't even, I'm not in, I didn't know that.
No.
I don't know. And yeah, that'd be a big step down, especially as Leicester are back in the Premier League. Yeah, so I didn't know.
Should be thinking about retiring, really.
Man, that's maybe why he would go Wrexham then, where he can prolong his career, maybe. And, you know, they're like a Hollywood type little club in it with the owners and all of that. So he could be a proper hero down there. So I'm gonna Google that after Matt because I didn't even know that he was linked with them. You can't make a Wally out of Wally, says Malk. Right, the next game was a big game. That was Liverpool v Spurs. Is that correct on your list?
Yeah.
Which finished Liverpool 4. Tottenham 2. Now, I don't want to spoil it, but I remember Robert said 4-2 like for about 3 games. So this might have been one of them because I haven't checked. But yeah, anyway, what was your thoughts on that game? Right. Robert says.
Let
me just double check that, Robert.
Yeah, just one thing I want to know about that. Salah scored and they were coasting Liverpool 4-0 up, weren't they? And then they made a lot of changes there at Liverpool. Like, the game was over and all of a sudden, bang, bang, Tottenham scored 2 against them. Got a bit nervous.
Yeah.
But there was one situation near the end there, right? Tottenham had an attack. Crossed the ball over to the back post. I think it was Brennan Johnson tried to head it in. And their defender, Kanate, I think, for Liverpool, put his boot up and hit him on the head. But to me, brilliant bit of defending. He got the ball. It's a brilliant bit of defending. But anywhere else, right, that's a high boot. It's dangerous play, and it should have been a penalty.
It should
They
have
didn't
been.
even think about it. They didn't even look at it for Liverpool. There should have been a penalty against Liverpool.
100%.
That is a dangerous play. He did hit him on the head, but he could have
Yeah.
took his fucking hair.
Right.
But
now,
it wouldn't have been defended. How he got it away from us. But there is dangerous play. That's the rule. And
the
nothing.
thing is, do you
Didn't even
know
look at it.
when I was watching that, do you know what challenge came
Right.
to mind for me? Do you remember Nani in the Champions League where he controlled the ball up there? His foot was up, he actually got the ball,
Yeah.
and then I think he got a red card for it. Like, and yeah, he was, he actually
There's something,
controlled it. Yeah, and
It's
I
crazy.
thought, hold on a minute, what he's done there is very similar and unpunished. So,
But this Brennan Johnson, if he'd gone down and really held his head and made a big fuss about it, they'd probably look at it, but he didn't.
yeah,
But yeah, just one point. I mean, this is the inconsistency of refereeing,
Exactly.
and that does your head in. Yeah.
and imagine if that
Liverpool-
would have been a penalty, and then all of a sudden it's 4-3. That would have been.
Then it's 4-3, and then oh my god, they're panicking. So, they just at one point. That's it.
Right, let me read this. And yeah, your things is right, Robert. That's correct. 5 cards, 11 corners. Right. Next door mentioned it tonight. He's a Leicester Pratt, says Malk. So yeah, his neighbour told him that Vardy's linked with Wrexham. The FA has been told to charge Paqueta or drop it by next week, says Robert. Yeah, that's been dragging on a long, long time.
Too long, yeah.
Right, so Liverpool 4, Spurs 2. What do we pick for this, please?
Yeah, I picked this Liverpool. Yeah, I put 3-1. Oh, Titch, you picked 3-2. Not bad guess, mate. 2-0, said Robert. 2-1, said Wally. 2-1 to Liverpool, said Stu. 2-1, said Inky. 2-2, said Malcolm. 2-0, said Lawrence. 2-2, said Danny. So.
Right, so nobody got the correct score. There was 5 cards, 11 corners. And I can tell you that Stuart correctly predicted 11 corners. Well done, Stuart, which takes you above me, for fuck's sake. Lawrence also predicted 11 corners, so that puts him on 60 points.
Fucking hell, he's running away with it.
Wally also predicted 11 corners. And finally, we have a double, which was the cards and the corners. And that goes to Mr. Fox's Malk. Got a double. 5 cards, 11 corners. So well done, Malk.
Nope. Yeah, put it on the okay, well, whoa, that puts him up 40. I'll have to add these up to you where we are, eh?
Yeah, tell me where we're at.
Right.
3 more games to go after this as well.
10. I'm on 40. Yours easy. You're on 10.
Oh my god, it's a fix. Absolutely.
30, Robert. 50, Wally.
Boy.
Keying out. 20, Stu. 10, 20, 30, 40. Ingate. Malk. That brings him up to 40. Lawrence, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Go on, Lawrence.
Danny on 20.
Now, ironically, I let you determine the rules on the cards. If you would have went with what I was thinking, I would have no points, and you would have 10 more. Right. So the next game on this list was, oh my god, Crystal Palace 4, Manchester United 0. I know you got some thoughts on this game, please.
Pally, oh man, I've never seen. Fuck me, the shit. I mean, dog shit. At least they run the show. Eze weren't quite on it this game.
It's only because it was Man United. He normally plays against the big teams like better.
Yeah, he weren't these greatest in this, but at least they was. And Man United's dog shit. But injuries, a little bit of mitigating circumstances. They had to have Evans and Casemiro as their centre halves, and they got ripped to fucking shit. Jean-Philippe, what a name he's got. Jean-Philippe Mateta scored it. Just walked past fucking Evans like he weren't there and just smashed it. Again, that keeper, no, he ain't good enough, mate. Near post, bang. It's just, he ain't that good, mate. Good shot stopper in there, and that's about it. Yeah, they were just shit, mate. I don't know if I even wrote anything down with that because it was so shit.
You wrote down shit. That's what you wrote down.
Yeah, absolutely. They were terrible, man. I mean, fucking terrible. All over the park. They offered nothing. And well done, Palace. They took them to the cleaners, mate. Put them to the sword.
Yeah.
At least
it could have been more as well. It could have actually been more.
Yeah, it could have easily been more. Sure.
That would have been lovely. So, West Ham's 5-2 defeat at Palace don't look so bad, does it?
Yeah, well, yeah. We scored against them, but yeah, Man United were just dreadful, mate. Absolutely dreadful.
And
I mean, even that Mainu now, he started on fire, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's looking bang average as well in the midfield there. Really is.
But I would put that down to Ten Hag because, Jamie Carragher, he was analysing how bad they are. From kickoff, they just boot it forward and everybody runs forward. And then by doing that, once they don't get possession, they're on the back foot right at the start of the half. He made me laugh. They showed a clip on Facebook and he's breaking it down. Like, look, everybody's running and all that. He said, Steve McLaren's walking out, at half time. He says, as he gets onto the pitch, they're on the back foot again. That he's like thinking, fucking hell, lads. Like, we just come out, like we're kicking off half time. I'm just coming out a little bit late and we're on the back foot from our centre. So they're woeful. I think some pundits are saying, look, they might not win another game. So I don't know who they're playing. I'm going to tell you, right? And you tell me.
Yeah, get 2 seconds, go. Oh.
So Robert, yeah, that's right. Mount. So Lawrence is not here tonight. He told me last week. So I've addressed this, Lawrence. Mount, sorry, at the start of the show. So if you want to go back afterwards and just watch. So Lawrence's absence through whatever, yeah, but I've addressed it, and hopefully from next week Lawrence will be back. But yeah, just watch the start of the show, Malk, and then I addressed Lawrence's thing, which I think you're aware of somewhat. Anyway, right. So Manchester United's next 4 fixtures, I believe. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3. Yes, the next 4. One of them's FA Cup. Yeah. Just tell me. You just tell me what's going to happen. Win, draw, or lose. So you won't give me your correct score because we're going to get to that. Anyway, Man United at home to Arsenal. What? How many points? None. Okay. Man United at home to Newcastle, who they're competing with for European space, and they're currently below them.
Possibly a point.
Are you aware that Man United are 8th, West Ham are 9th? But the reason I'm saying is Newcastle and Chelsea are above Manchester United now. Anyway, and then their next fixture after that is Brighton away.
Yeah. Maybe another point.
Okay, and then obviously they got FA Cup final against Man City. Win, lose, or draw that game.
Yeah.
Right. So there is a fear, and this fear apparently is amongst the Man United players that they're not going to win another game this season.
Well, they might not. I've just put them down for 2 draws. So maybe not. No. There's a possibility they might not win it. If they play anything like they did against Palace. Yeah. Oh, but you got to admit, look, if they haven't got anyone coming back through injury, they're fucked. Right? I mean, you had Eriksen in the midfield there with that Mainu. I mean, just too slow. And, Eriksen's brilliant when they're on the front foot and he's on the ball. But when they had to defend like they do there and chase midfielders like Elise and Eze, they were getting skinned, mate. Yeah. They had Casemiro and Evans in the centre halves, right? Yeah. Casemiro looked like he was fucking pissed off that he was back there.
Exactly.
And he got done a couple of times. 2 goals I can put down at Casemiro. 1 to Evans. There you go. It's 3 of them. Hey, if they've got that for the rest of the season, they're fucked. But yeah, you could easily see them not winning another game.
I think what has been made quite apparent, Giza, is that Man United, once they lose possession, they are so open because there's no plan. All the forwards are just bombing. Everybody's just running. The fullbacks are running. They're leaving the two centre backs by themselves. Now
Just
Tottenham,
exposed. Yeah.
Tottenham do it, by design. That's their method.
Yeah.
Always two centre. These
They've
are
got
just
pace.
they're just running. That's what Carragher said. Look, they kicked off. Dallo was the fullback. He just ran. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, it's Maguire. Now Maguire's had to run from centre back all the way to left back. They're 3 or 4 against 2, so they're making them look bad. And Casemiro must just be pissed off, like, what the hell is this? You understand? Like, they're making them have to do. Yeah, they're dragging them out. It's not the opponents dragging them out of position. It's their own team that's doing that. So playing centre back for Man United is a nightmare. Right. So what do we pick? Because I don't think nobody picked 4-0 Palace. What do we pick for this game? And like I said, there were 2 cards, 8 corners, and 4-0. 2-8, 4-0. What do we pick?
Okay. Post Man U. I don't know why I picked that. I put 3-2 to Man United. I don't know why I picked that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. 2-1 to Palace, said you. 2-1 to Man United, said Robert. 2-1 to Man United, said Wally. 2-1 to Man United, said Stu. 2-1 to Palace, said Inky. 2-2, said Malk. 2-2, said Lawrence. 3-1 to Palace, said Danny. Good effort.
So me, Danny, and Inky were the only ones to pick Palace. So do we get an extra 25 points for that?
Then again, I must say, when I did watch it, I saw the actual beginning, live.
Yeah.
And I saw as soon as I saw that Man United team, I went, Palace. I thought then Palace was going to. I didn't know what I'd picked here, but Palace is going to flog it. Yeah. They're going to win 3-0. I had in my head they'll beat them 3-0.
And it's close.
They're never going to win with this team. At the back, especially. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I missed
surprised.
the first 5 minutes. I was waiting, but when you started, I went, we started late. But Lawrence should hopefully be back next week, Malk. Oh, he better be anyway. Right. Neil. All right, this is what he's saying. No points. Robert's saying Man United ain't getting no points. No, nothing.
Is that a pick there? No cards, no corners?
No, nothing. Right, so nobody got the correct score. There was 2 cards, 8 corners. Cards. Nobody got correct cards. 8 corners. 1 person correctly predicted 8 corners, and that was Roberto.
Well done, Robert.
Well done, Robert. Double checking. Yep, just 1 person. And we have 2 games left, which are championship games. We can speak about the next game.
So we're all chasing Lawrence. He's on 60s, and Malk, Inky on 40s, Wally on 50. I'm on 40. Robert's on 40. You're on 10.
Right.
Stewie on 20. Danny on 20. So it's we've got to catch Lawrence.
It's tight, and there's 2 games left, both championship games. Now, Leeds United ended up losing 2-1 at home to Southampton.
It's disgusting.
Ipswich, I think Ipswich, was that the other game? Anyway, Ipswich ended up winning anyway, so it didn't make any difference anyway. So even if they would have won, but they finished 3 points above Southampton. Leeds will now play Norwich in a 2-leg semi-final. Southampton will play West Brom, and then obviously the winners face each other in the biggest game in football financially. I haven't seen any. I don't even seen West Ham, so I haven't seen it. Did you watch any of this or no? Did you know the result?
No, I didn't. I did. I saw the 10-minute highlights, and it seemed. Ask the Leeds boys here, but I mean, the atmosphere in the ground seemed flat again. I thought there'd be jumping, That's why I picked Leeds for a win, and it weren't. It just seemed a bit flat. But I'm only watching highlights. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying how it come across on the TV. It seemed a bit flat. Looked a bit flat. Like they'd resigned to being in the playoffs. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
But,
1 sec. Strangely, there were 7 cards and 7 corners in that game. Right. So, like I said, good luck to Leeds in the playoffs. They finished, I can tell you how many points above Norwich, who they faced. They finished 90, 17 points above Norwich.
Why is Norwich? Was it Southampton?
No, 17 points above Norwich in 6. So
Oh.
that's who they're playing. They finished 3
Oh,
points
right.
above.
Gotcha. Sorry.
3
Oh,
points
that
above
is- all right.
Southampton. And then
Jeez,
Southampton.
they've not got good momentum, though, going into this fucking...
Nah, that's what I said. It's bad.
That's why I picked... I was, convinced that Leeds would win this game. You need to pick it up, and go into the playoffs with a bit of momentum, especially at home for the last game of the season, give the crowd something to cheer. So I didn't have any doubt that Leeds would win this game. But from them highlights I watched, it didn't look like they were much in it at all.
Well,
Surprised me.
atmosphere. Right, Danny says atmosphere has been bad for a few months, Geezer.
All right. Is it, Danny?
Mount said only sing when we're winning. Right, so
Yeah.
good luck to Leeds, and I will be tuning in. Like I said, I haven't watched a lot of football. All West Ham's. I normally watch on Match of the Day. I haven't watched any. But I will tune in for the Leeds playoff and hopefully the final as well. I'm going to watch that, especially as the end of the season as well. So there won't be much football in a few months' time. Right, so Leeds v Southampton. What do we pick for the score?
Oh, yeah, see you, fucking dodgy fucker. Right then, I said 3-1 to Leeds. You went 2-1 to Southampton. Good pick, sir. Good pick. Robert said 2-1 to Leeds. 3-0 to Leeds, said Wally. 2-2. And Ingy. Fair play, Ingy.
Can I just...
Ingy said 2-1 to Southampton. Well,
let me just
3-1
remind
to
you
Leeds. Now, he didn't have a choice. Of course, he didn't have a choice, did he, Ingy?
No.
Well, that. 3-1 said Malk to Leeds because I told him to. 2-2 said Lawrence. Oh, unlucky Danny. 3-1 to Southampton said Danny. That was unlucky, mate.
So me and Inky got that one right. So we should get 100 points for that, I think.
Yeah, you don't.
Right. So there were 7 cards, which is a lot. 7 corners, which is not that much. So I can tell you that nobody scored any other points in that game at all.
I needed something there. I needed something there, mate.
Malk says these are the games we fall flat on. Yeah, that momentum is, but the thing is, it is a reset. I can say this from it. It's a reset, and now it's just semi-final. Yeah, so everything that's gone before it is you've got to try and get out of your head and say, you know what? It's 3 games, and we're back in the Premier League, and just treat it like that rather than dwelling on what's not been a good.
That's all it is, isn't it?
Yeah. And
stressful though, isn't it? Them playoffs, mate. Fuck, it's stressful as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck you
know. Well done, Titch. Victory and defeat. Look, Inky, we done it, my friend. We correctly predicted Leeds. How many points?
That gives Inky a chance too. He's 50 points. Lawrence is 60.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Okay, right. Into the final game, and then we'll get into this week's predictions, you lot. Right.
Yeah.
So the last game was Ipswich v Huddersfield, I think. Ipswich 2.
I don't even know the score.
Ipswich 2, Huddersfield 0. There were 2 cards, which Robert has let me know. Yep, and corners. 8 corners all to Ipswich. So 2 cards, which is not a lot. 8 corners. So we might be relying on correct scores. What? Right. 2. What do we pick for this, please?
Well, I went 3-0 to Ipswich. Needed that. You went 4-1 to Ipswich. What was the score?
2-0 Ipswich.
Roberto, well done, Sam.
What, he got it, yeah?
Yeah, 2-0, said Robert to Ipswich. Well done, Wally. Oh, Wally's up. Forgot about him.
Yeah.
He's on 60. Yeah, he said 2-0 to Ipswich. Stu said 3-0 with the Ipswich. Oh, Ingy! 2-0 to Ipswich. Jesus crikey. Malk said 2-1 to Huddersfield. 3-0 said Lawrence. 2-1 to Huddersfield said Danny. Oh, mate, we've got 3 geezers on 60.
Who's the 3?
We got Lawrence, Inky, and Wally all on 60.
Right. Well, what I can tell you, I can tell you this, yeah. 2 cards, 8 corners.
It's only the corners are going to count here, I'd say.
You would think. Nobody picked the right corners. but one person picked 2 corners, and that one person is one of the
2
trio.
cards.
Yeah. The person that picked it is one of that trio on 60 points.
Oh, fuck.
So it's gone down to the wire. And Mr. System pulls it out the bag once again. Walito with 2 cards.
Fucking hell, boy.
Right. What a guy. Wally. And he snatched it from Lawrence and Inky, was it? That was also on 60.
Yeah, Inky and Lawrence both on 60. 2 cards as well. Fuck me.
2 cards. I picked 3. So I was, but
Unlucky Inky. Unlucky Lawrence. That was well done, Wally. Wow.
So I'll ask you the question: do we trust the system, or is it still fuck the system?
Well, to be fair, that weren't a system last week.
Nah, he
You
mixed
look
it
at
up
all
a
these
lot.
things. He had a 4-1 win. He had a 2-1 win. He had a 3-0 win. A
He had
2-0.
5
So he
cards,
didn't.
2 cards. Yeah, he varied up the cards as well.
He
5
varied it
cards,
up.
2 cards.
There you go. So that weren't a system last week. I noticed that last week. He was mixing it up a bit.
Yeah.
And he got the victory. Well done, Wally.
Well done, Wally. And the thing is, in this show, he kind of just crept up again, didn't he? He weren't really, I don't remember him being, Lawrence was there all the time. But yeah, Wally seemed to just steadily creep up. And
Steady creep up. Yeah, Lawrence just seemed to be leading the charge all through the game till Inky come back. That last one with your pick for him. Put him there. And there you go. Fucking hell. Well, and then Wally just nicks it with 2 cards as well. Fuck me.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for that, we would have had 3 winners, which would have all been on 60. But Wally, 70 points. I bet you take great pleasure in nobody's reached that 100-point mark.
Yeah, exactly. That's another game out of the way. What you got left? What have we got left to it? 2 games to get 100. You've only got 2 more chances. Ain't happening. But yeah. I finished on 40 there, yeah. There you go.
Not bad. Mine was terrible. I got 20, didn't I? Yeah, 20 points. It's still terrible.
You got 20. Shoe got off the mark. 20 over 2 weeks. Not bad. 14 games. I'm writing that down. 14 games record.
We marked that down. I agree, Matt. We are 1 place above the relegated teams in the form guide. Fucking hell. If the lads turn,
I think we are too. 2 games.
Yeah.
I think West Ham is too.
Titch, if you watch more games, you might score better. Yeah, I need to watch. So hope didn't get me anywhere then, says Mal. What's the prediction? Oh, Kieran's here. Good evening, Kieran. I ain't seen Kieran for a while.
Hey, Kieran. How you doing, brother?
Right, Kieran. I'm not sure if you've done this, and if you're asking what do we do. So basically, we're going to get to this week's games. We pick how many cards we think there might be, how many corners, and a correct score. If that's what you're asking, and we're going to get to the predictions in a minute for this week. Danny says, I hand my crown over to Wally.
You do, Danny. You do.
Well done, Wally. Champ says, Inky, Wally. Walk gone out. Don't tell him. Yeah, Robert says, don't tell him. We might just say that I won, innit? Because, but no, well done, Wally. Right, so one more comment. Forms out the window, Stu, now. Yeah, for the playoffs, it is. Okay, nice. Oh, Kieran says, okay, nice to see you two again. And you, Kieran. I'll just see his name pop up.
And you, Mike.
Yeah. Good to see you. Evening, Stu. It's been a while, but I'm glad. Yeah, so, Kieran, like I said, I go through the games. You lot just say in this order. Cards, say you think there's going to be 6 cards, 10 corners, and in the correct score. That's it. And then you get 10 points for each thing you get correct. Unlucky against Chelsea, lads. Saw Bowen hit the bar a couple of times. Yeah, Keezer said 3 times hit the bar, but West Ham is definitely on the beach. Right, so let's get into this week's predictions. 1 second. Let's go. Premier League. And the first game fixtures is Fulham at home to Man City. Can Fulham take points off City, which would then maybe swing it more in Arsenal's favour?
Fulham at home to Man City.
Yep. Fulham v Man City. Right, let me get everyone's name first and then copy and paste. 1 sec. Right. Geezer. Titch. No particular order, you lot. Stuart. Robert. Wally's. Remember Wally? I need to go to the start. Wally said just give him a system this week. I'll do Wally at the end of this. Right, Inky, Malk, Danny. What's it? Danny, Kieran. How does he spell CIARA?
CIA is
RANN. Kieran. Wally. I think that's everybody. Right. Geezer, Titch, Stuart, Robert, Inky, Mount, Danny, Kieran, Wally. That's everyone. Danny. Did I say Danny? Yes, I did. That's everybody. Right. Let me copy and paste this. Makes it a bit easier. Copy that. Right. Here we go. Right. So, first one in is Danny. Danny. Wait, hold on. Is Matt? I think we missed Bamford.
6.
Right, Danny says Man City, no, Fulham 1, Man City 4, 6-10-1-4, Danny. 6-10-1-4, Danny. Right, next is Stuart says 4-0 City, so 0-4. 4-15-0-4, Stuart. 4-15-0-4. Next one. I take it as it comes to what will be in regards to Leeds in the playoffs. I'm going to check. Leeds must be playing like a fixture for us, hopefully before we go live again. Right. Robert says 4-0 to City, 2-15-0-4. Oh, no, I already told you that, didn't I? Sorry. Inky says Fulham 1, City 3, 4-9-1-3. Inky. 1-3. Robert says Lawrence. Is Lawrence here? Why'd you say Lawrence, Robert? Malk says Fulham 1, City 3, 3-9-1-3. Malk. 3-9-1-3. Who's next? Oh. No. Lawrence hasn't sent anything through, Robert. But Wally has. Wally just said he's got a system that I need to go back to in a minute. Right, Kieran says 3-0 City. 3-11-3-0 3. Kieran. 3-11-0-3. Oh, what are we doing over Lawrence? Are we going to pick something for Lawrence?
You could do. He's a champion, mate. You'd like to see him have something in there.
No, he's not the champ. He nearly was. Wally's the champ.
Oh, no, he's not, is he? No, Wally nicked it, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I won't. I think because Wally likes to, Lawrence don't operate on this. Nah, don't worry.
Lawrence can always send them into you, can't he?
I'll message him after and see if he wants to. Oh, yeah, Robert said that. He said message Lawrence. Yeah, I'll do that. Nice one, Robert. I will do that. Let me go to Wally's system. I don't know if you want to do yours now. Actually, no, because then I've still got that. Let me go to Wally's system so we remember this. Wally. Here we go. Wally says, put me down for 2-1, 4 cards, 10 corners. So he's going to go 2-1,
1-2 then.
4-10-1-2. Wally.
Yeah.
For the champ. 10. Look, the champ can just have a day off and just let business take care of itself. 1-2. Right. So, hold on a minute. Wait, hold on. I've put Stewart's. I put Roberts as fucking Stewart's. Wait, hold on a minute.
Boy.
Let me go back to Robert. Robert picked 2-15. Hold on. It's Stewart.
They both picked the same score.
Right, sorry, I haven't put Roberts in. Right, 2-15-0-4. 2-15-0-4. Right, here we go. So just me and you. Right, what are you saying for this game?
Yeah, just for anyone who gave Fulham a goal. After watching them against Brentford, mate, they ain't scoring for the rest of the season. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Shall I push it? See, you're winning. It's just about picking a number, isn't it?
You'd think.
I'm gonna go again with a 5.
Okay.
0-5.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be. I think I tell you what, 3-0 might be the fucking go. Yeah, but anyway, I'm picking 5-0 City.
5-0. All right. How many cards and corners?
There'll only be 3 cards and 9 corners.
I was thinking 3 cards as well. Right. And you said 5-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Fulham City, Fulham City, Fulham City. I'm gonna go Fulham 1. City
Yeah,
3.
wrong. What?
Fulham
What?
1-3. I'm gonna go. I was also gonna go 3 cards. So I'm sticking to that. 3 cards. I'm gonna go 11 corners. 3, 11, and 1 free, baby. Right. What is right? Robert says 0-0, 5 and 12. No wonder I lost. When was that? Oh, that was in the. Oh, I think he's talking about the Fulham Brentford game. That's what he put. That's what he put for that. I think. Right. So you lot, the next game on. Oh, 1 sec. What's happened here? Fuck off, man. Just put some. Right. Here we go. Next game is Bournemouth at home to Brentford. Bournemouth v Brentford. Right, so you might as well start with Wally. Wally, who's Wally going to go 2-1 to? Bournemouth or Brentford?
Don't know. That's the toss-up. This one. We go Bournemouth for him.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bournemouth. Yeah, 2-1 to Bournemouth for Wally. Right, let's see what these lot have said. Right, Robert says he also says 2-1 to Bournemouth. 4-9-2-1. So Robert's saying 2-1 Bournemouth. I've got 4-9-2-1. 4-9-2-1. Who's next? Danny says 2-2. 2-2. Danny. 4-11.
Yeah, that might not be a bad pick, Danny. These 2 teams are a bit hard to choose between them, to be honest.
Yeah, no worries, Robert. I got that. So yeah, that was his correction. Right, Malk says 3-1 to Bournemouth. 4-8-3-1. Malk. 4-8-3-1. 4-8-3-1. Who's next? Inky says 2-0 Bournemouth. 2-0 Inky. 4-10. 2-0. Stuart says 1-1. 3-10-1-1.
Yeah, nobody caught his shoot.
1-1. Kieran says 0-0.
Hey, Kieran, really?
11-0. Kieran.
Fucking, they got Ivan Tony on the pitch. Solanke and Wemo. 0-0. That's
Right, it's just
mate,
me and you.
I think if Kieran gets that right, he gets 20 points. 20
Yeah,
that deserves it. To pick a 0-0 here.
and I get 30 if he gets that right. Right, what are you saying for this? Bournemouth v Brentford.
It's really a tricky one, I reckon. I'm going to go 1-1-2 with. I am going to copy Stu. But I am. I'm going to go 1-1. And it's hard to pick that one. There's not a lot in both sides, you know.
1-1. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go 4 cards and 9 corners again.
4-9-1-1. Right. I'm gonna go Bournemouth 3, Brentford 2. 3-2, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go cards and corners. Cards and corners. Shouldn't be that many cards, really. I'm gonna go 2 cards, which is very, very low for me. 2 cards and 8 corners. 2-8-3-2. 2-8-3-2. Right, next game is Everton v Sheffield United. Did we cover Everton last week? Because I don't recall saying their name as a team.
No, there must have. No, I don't remember.
Wait, one
Look.
sec. Everton.
No.
Arsenal.
They had a game. I think they had a game that night, didn't they?
Oh, that night. Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. Yeah, that's why. Sorry. So who did I just say there? Everton v Sheffield United, is it? Yeah, Everton v Sheffield United. Everton.
I'll go straight in. I'm going to go 2-0 to Everton. I'm going to go 3 cards and 8 corners.
3-8, 2-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Both teams on the beach, says Kieran. Right, Robert says 2-1 to Everton. 4-9-2-1, Robert. 4-9-2-1. Who's next? Danny says 1-0 Everton. 3-9-1-0. Danny. 3-1-0. Next is Stuart says 2-0 to Everton. 4-9-2-0.
Stewie, 2-0. Yeah. Copy me. Yeah.
Inky says 3-0 to Everton. 4-9-3-0. Inky. 4-9-3-0. Oops. Who's next? Malk. Oh, what game? Foxes. Oh, he's got it. Kieran says 3-0 Everton. 6-8 3-0 Kieran. 6-8 3-0. Malk says 2-1 Everton. 5-9-2-1 Malk. 5-9-2-1. We're gonna give Wally's gonna say 2-1 Everton, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. 4-10-2-1. And then it's just me. I'm gonna go Everton 3, Sheffield United 0. 3-0.
Yeah.
Which is the same as Inking.
Yeah,
Kieran.
I find it hard to give them a goal, even though they got one last week. But penalty. But yeah, it's hard to give them a goal. But
Right.
Everton's cruising as well, though. You could be anything.
Yeah.
Might buy a lot of kids out of Everton. Who knows?
Doubt it. Sean Dyche will want those 3 points.
Mm.
I'm gonna go cards and corners. For some reason, I'm gonna go 5 cards and 9 corners. 5-9-3-0. 5-9-3-0. Right, next game is Newcastle. I think it's be Brighton. Let me just double check that. Fixtures. Newcastle at home to Brighton. Newcastle v Brighton.
Newcastle, Brighton.
Brighton. Right, let's start with Wally. Wally's going to go 2-1 Newcastle, isn't he?
Yep.
4-10-2-1, says Wally. Right, next. Danny must be the next one because Mount was from the last game, I think. One sec. Yeah, all right, here we go. So Danny's the first one. Danny says 4-0 to Newcastle. 6-12, 4-0. Danny. 6-12, 4-0. Next, Stuart says 3-1 to Newcastle. 3-8. 3-1. 3-1. Inky says 3-0 Newcastle. 4-11, 3-0. Inky. 4-11, 3-0. Kieran says 3-1 Newcastle. 5-10, 3-1. Kieran. 5-10, 3-1. Who's next? Robert. Robert says 4-1 Newcastle. 4-10, 4-1. Robert. 4-10. Yeah. 4-1. Me, you, and Malk. Where's Malk? Yeah, because Malk, this is from the last game. So yeah, me, you, and Malk. Right. you want me to go?
Yeah,
Or you want to go? Who you gonna go?
I've done the same as Stu. I wrote it down straight away. 3-1 to Newcastle. Same as
Yeah.
Stewie and Kieran. So, all right, 3-1 Newcastle. 5 cards and 10 corners.
5-10-3-1. Newcastle, right? Mount must have commented. Let me check. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mount. It's Newcastle v Brighton. Whilst Mount's doing that, I'm gonna go Newcastle Brighton. I nearly said Newcastle 4. And Newcastle, yeah, they're in the position for that European spot as well. I'm gonna stick with what I just thought. I don't know why. I'm gonna say Newcastle 4, Brighton 1. And I'm gonna go 4 cards and 12 corners. 4-12, 4-1. 4-12, 4-1. And Malk. Think foxes are arriving by dinghy, free grub. Yeah, we're just waiting on Malk. Just waiting on Malk's one for this game. Whilst Malk's doing that, you lot, I'll tell you the right. Here we go. Malk also says 4-1. 4-9. Yeah, 4-1 says Malk. 4-9, 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, 4-9, 4-1. Right. The next game, everybody, is Tottenham at home to Burnley. Tottenham have fucked it. Yeah. The 4th place is gone for them, so they're not getting that. And I think 5th is no one else. I don't think really can catch them. I'm going to check that actually. So Spurs v Burnley. Let me check that. Spurs. I want to see if they can be caught.
Yeah, Villa are trying to give it away as well, aren't they? So,
Yeah, I think they're just so far ahead that it's impossible.
yeah, there should be enough now, Villa, but they keep. Fuck me, the Chelsea game really. They should have tried to win it. They tried to hold on, and that game the weekend they were shit. Then they go to Olympiacos, they were shit. They've had 3 bad games in a row, Villa. They're just lucky enough for them that Tottenham are as well.
Well, Tottenham have got 3 games remaining. The maximum points they can finish on is 69, but Man City are one of those games. Villa have played a game more. They are 7 points clear of Spurs. The maximum Villa can finish on is 73. Villa's remaining games are away at home to Liverpool and away to Palace, so they're not easy games.
Yeah, exactly. They might not get a point.
But it's
Villa.
Spurs. Spurs are just Anyway, Spurs.
They're not beating Man City.
Nah.
That's for sure.
Spurs' fixtures are obviously home to Burnley, home to City, and away to Sheffield United. So really, they should be beating Burnley and Sheffield United.
It's 6 points not enough to overtake them, is it?
Goal difference.
Villa.
No, because Thingy are 7 points in front of them, but they played
I think it's done hosted then, and Villa know that.
Villa probably need a draw.
But they could get that weird thing at the end of the season. What if they drew against Man City and won the other 2 games?
You never know.
Then it's goal difference.
You never know.
Say Villa don't win.
But this City is obviously going for that 4th title, which would be a Premier League record. So they've got
but the way City play suits Tottenham.
Yeah.
You never know. There could be a twist. I don't think there is going to be one, but there could be a twist.
I've just seen on here that fixture is on the 14th, so we might miss that as a prediction because that's Tottenham play Burnley on the 11th, and then they play City on the 14th. So we might probably miss a round of games, and then just do the final week by looking at this fixture list. I think. Anyway, right. So let's go back to where we are. Spurs v Burnley. 1 sec. Spurs v Burnley. Right. So Matt was it. Right. Danny says 3-0 to Spurs. 4-9, 3-0. Danny. 4-9, 3-0. Right. Are we saying Wally 2-1 Spurs?
Yeah.
4-10, 2-1 for Wally. Right. Next one. Stuart says 3-1 to Spurs. 4-12, 3-1. 4-12, 3-1. Malk says 2-0 to Spurs. 4-11, 2-0. No. 4-11, 2-0. Kieran says 2-2. 5-12, 2-2.
Really?
That would be like Spurs of
They'll get their fans imploding, wouldn't it?
You know what? Imagine that happens and then Villa lose and the Tottenham's like, oh my day, we just fucking that last opportunity is gone. Robert says 2-1 Spurs. 4-10, 2-1, Robert. 4-10, 2-1. Who's next? Inky says 2-0 Spurs. 3-8, 2-0. Inky. 8-2-0. Just me and you. Do you want me to go first?
Sure, mate.
Right, Robert says Spurs only won one game in the last 5.
We've had a lot of hard games, mind you. But
I wouldn't be surprised with Kieran's prediction, but yeah, you have to back Spurs. Burnley are definitely down now after losing to Newcastle 4-1. I'm gonna go Spurs 3, Burnley 1. 3-1. I'm gonna go 4 cards and 9 corners. 4-9-3-1. Did I say? I did say 3-1, didn't I?
yeah.
Yeah, 4-9-3-1. 4-9-3-1. Right, what are you saying?
Airplane. It's a plane. I am going off. Something right out of the box here. No rhyme or reason to this, but I'm going 4-0.
4-0.
Spurs. There's no evidence to say that'll happen. No.
Nah.
I reckon 4 cards and 9 corners.
4-9, 4-0. Right. Next game is according to Flash Score fixtures. Next game is West Ham at home to Luton. David Moyes' final game at the London Stadium. Kieran is straight in and he's saying 3-2 to Luton. 16.
Mate, if I thought losing this game would keep Luton up, keep them up, I would definitely. I'd like to see them beat us. Honestly, if it meant them staying up and Forest going down, I'd rather see it.
Me too. A 4-3 would be good. A Bowen hat trick and them not win 4-3. They, we knew for a fact that Forest would go down if these got beat us. 4-3, they're winning 4-0. Some screamers, nothing we can do about it. We outplay them and Bowen scores a hat trick. That would be perfect.
I'll take that. Because the result means absolutely nothing to me now. It hasn't for a little while. You know, the Chelsea game, I just laughed half the way through it because I knew what was coming. As I predicted 4-1.
Yeah.
It was even worse than that.
Right.
But, got no interest in it, to be honest.
Stuart's doing the opposite of Kieran. He's saying 3-2 West Ham. 4-9-3-2. Stuart.
Well, hang on. Right. 3-2 West Ham said what? Stewie?
Yeah. You got Kieran's one, didn't you? He's saying Luton 2-3.
No, I missed it. What was Kieran's?
Remember, Kieran backed Luton. He was the first one. Kieran said Luton 3, West Ham 2.
I missed it.
Oh.
I was busy talking.
Yeah, because you started talking after I'd said his prediction.
All right.
Yeah, so Kieran.
I'm away just thinking about that. Do I give a shit about West Ham in this game? Not really.
So,
but like I said, it'd be nice to see Bowen pop up with a couple more.
Yeah, you've got Kieran and Stuart's results, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is Danny. Danny says 2-1 West Ham. 3-10, 2-1 Danny. 3-10, 2-1. Next up is Robert. He says fingers crossed 3-1 West Ham. 3-9, 3-1. Robert. 3-9.
I just wonder whether we could play a bit of freedom and
Yeah.
Last game of the season.
Malk says West Ham 2, Luton 1, 4-11, 2-1. Malk 4-11, 2-1. I'm going to say Wally says 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah.
4-10, 2-1. Inky says 3-1 West Ham. 4-9, 3-1. Inky. 9, 3-1.
I can see us scoring I can see us scoring 3 goals.
Right. That's. I don't know if you mean that's sad. See, shouldn't wish a team to lose for any reason. Right.
What's ASD?
I don't know if he meant that's bad or that's sad.
You shouldn't, Mount. You shouldn't. I just would love to see. Just put a fairy tale of Luton staying up. When you think, their highest player in Luton is on 30 grand a week, which is Barkley. That's their wage cap, 30 grand a week.
Is that the highest
You know what I
earner?
mean?
30k.
Yeah. But they were when they were in the championship, I think their wage structure is like fourth from bottom of the championship. That's what a fairy tale was for them to actually even get promoted. And to be in there, and still battling away. It's the romance of that I'd love to see Luton stay up. I mean, 30 grand a week, Ross Barkley, that's their highest paid player.
I didn't know it is. Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? They're competing. It's a real seriously unfair advantage. What they got, 12,000 stadium, everything's against them.
And they came up through the playoffs, so they had less preparation for the Premier League as well.
And I mean, so that's what I just love to see, that little bit of romance be there. And against West Ham, we'll decide whether they're still in it for the last game of the season. And I want them to still. I want them to still have a chance in the last game of the season.
The result means nothing to West Ham. It does, win, lose or draw. It doesn't affect how. Yeah. Stuff everyone else, but be happy for Tommy Robinson. Yeah, he's a massive Luton Town fan.
Luton Town, and he got off with his charges.
Right. So it's me and you. What are you saying for this game?
Fuck, man. How goes that?
All right, let me go then. I'm gonna go.
I think they score 3.
What, West Ham?
I've got a funny feeling we'll score 3 goals in this. I think the Moyes thing will be the shackles off. I think they're going to go out and play as they fucking want now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moyes is. You know what I mean? He turned up late for training this week, Moyes. Him and his boys. Apparently. Remember, they're all on the dole. They're all fucking sacked. Nolan and all of them, they're gone.
Oh, is Nolan gone as well? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit.
The whole crew. So I can see, Paquetá having a good game for the first time in about 6 weeks. I can see Kudos. The last game at home, I think West Ham will race. I think we will beat them.
So what? Yeah, right. What are you saying then? What's your?
I'm going to go 3-1. Like Robert,
and Inky.
I'm going to go 3-1 West Ham. Yeah. And but I said, it wouldn't bother me if Luton won it. Wouldn't bother me at all.
All right. What about your cards?
I'll go. For cards, not a lot of cards. I think 5 and 11 corners.
3-1. Fucking no, I ain't got a clue. Luton have got much more motivation than West Ham. West Ham conceded 70 goals. So Luton,
I know. It's a tough one to pick because it could be all them. It could be all Luton, and we couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Right, listen. I could see this happening. I'm just going to stick with it. I'm going to say West Ham 2, Luton 3.
Woo.
Yeah. Because if we are playing with freedom and all of that, remember, they've got motivation. They'll have the bit between their teeth. We ain't really got anything to play for. So
if that happens, guys, I don't think Moyes should do the lap of honour thing because 90% of people are left by it.
Yeah. I'm going to go I'm also going to go 5 cards and 8 corners. 5, 8, and I'm going to go 2, 3. Right.
Okay.
Next game. Right. Let me see what Malk says. Stuff everyone else. Oh, he's put that already. It's that dirty there. Even the rats go around in overalls. Talking about Luton. He was also thinking 3. He picked 2-1, but he was thinking 3-1 as well. Thought you wanted points, Titch. Yeah, I know. I just remember we've let in 70 goals, and Luton are fighting for their lives. Not recently, but they are. Like, right, here we go. Next game is Wolves v Crystal Palace. Wolves v Palace. Wolves coming off a 5-1 defeat to City, and Palace coming off a 4-0 victory against Man United. Right, Danny straight in. Danny says Wolves 1, Palace 3. 4-10-1-3, Danny. Danny. 4-10-1-3. Right, who does Wally pick 2-1 to in this game?
I mean, go Palace.
Yeah. So Wally's going to go 1-2, 4-10-1-2, 4-10-1-2. Who's next? Defeated fans, stop watching Leeds fans. Yeah, rubbing off. Right. Robert says Wolves 1, Palace 4. 5-9-1-4.
Who's that? Robert, 1-4.
1-4. Kieran says 2-0 Palace, so 0-2. 5-10-0-2. 0-2. Who's next? Stuart says 2-1 to Wolves. 4-7-2-1.
Yeah, that's why he only gets 10 points a week.
Yes. Malk says 1-1. 3-10-1-1. Malk.
Malk said 1-1. Yeah.
Inky says 2-2. 4-10-2-2. Come on. 4-10-2-2. Right, Stuart says, got my scores mixed up. Is that... Wait, hold on. Malk says 10 points a month, see. So Stuart gets 10 points. Right, Stuart, is that your score for this game? Or Stuart, did you mean Palace 2-1?
You want Palace to win 2-1?
Maybe. Right, clarify that, Stuart, please. Because then me and Kieran can change it.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to go this game.
Oh yeah, he means Palace to win 2-1. Let me change that.
Okay. I'll change it. Shoot, it's annoying, but I'll change it.
He's got to scribble it out. Right. What are you saying? Or do you want me to go?
You go. I don't know whether to stick a load of goals in this or not.
I'm going to say Wolves 2, Palace 2. And I'm going to go cards and corners. 3 cards and 10 corners. 3-10-2-2. 3-10-2-2. What are you saying?
Yeah, I don't know. 1-3. I'll go with Danny.
1-3.
1-3. Palace win 3-1 if they continue on the way they're going. And 4 cards, 9 corners.
4-9. 1-3. Yeah. Did you say 1-3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Next game is Nottingham Forest v Chelsea. Forest still fighting to avoid a relegation. They're in a good position compared to Luton, but yeah, they're still down it. Chelsea in great form or very good form. So yeah, Forest v Chelsea, everyone. And Danny's gone straight in. I'm gonna put the fixture in. He says 3-3. Forest v
3-3.
Forest v Chelsea.
God, that is an end of season game then, Dan. I'll tell you what though, Chelsea have looked so much better in the last few weeks. They are. You know what I mean? I think they'll be a lot better team next season. Once he's sifted out who goes, who stays, I think they're looking a lot better.
Just this is a random one, yeah. A random thing, only because I'm thinking of his situation at Chelsea. But
Yeah.
would Sterling fit in at West Ham next season? Just thinking. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't he? On the left.
Yeah.
Well, we need someone on the left, that's for sure. If we're not getting Zaha.
You know, he's gone from Liverpool to City, Chelsea. It is a step down, but I'm saying it's London club, massive stadium.
Would he fit? Yeah, I reckon he could do a job. But would wages wise? No, I wouldn't pay him what he's getting paid. He's getting paid ridiculously. You just wouldn't pay it. No, I think you could get just as much out of a really good young player. You know, an up and coming, left winger. I wouldn't do it myself, but could he do a job for us? Yeah, he could.
Yeah. Right. So, next one is Robert says Forest 2, Chelsea 3. 4823, Robert.
Yeah, there's goals in Chelsea at the moment. And I've been saying it all year, if they get it right, the firepower they can score. They've got to stop conceding. And they done that against West Ham.
And Everton 6-0.
Yeah.
Right, Kieran says Forest 1, Chelsea 4. 4-12, 1-4. Kieran.
1-4. Yeah. Easy up.
Who's next? Stuart says Forest 1, Chelsea 2. 4912. 1-2. Who's next? Malk says 2-2. 5-11-2-2. Malk.
Hope not.
Inky says Forest 0, Chelsea 4. 4-10-0-4. Inky.
Yes. I think any result could happen here. But I'm going to put Chelsea scoring goals. I have no doubt about that.
Right. Let me just give you what he's obviously going to say 2-1 Chelsea, yeah?
Yeah.
4, 10, 1, 2. Right, yeah. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-0
3-0
to Chelsea. 0-3. 0-3.
Yeah.
5 cards and 11 corners.
Right. 0-3. 0-3. Here we go. What am I going to say? I'm going to say Forest. I'm going to say same as West Ham. I'm going to say Forest 2, Chelsea 3. Yeah, same score. And I'm going to say cards and corners. Quite a lot of cards. I'm going to say 6 cards and 11 corners. 6, 11, 2, 3. Next game is Man United v Arsenal. Remember the days of Keane v Vieira? All those battles, and now look at Man United.
Yeah, and then this shit.
Look at them now.
But nothing would please me better than Man United get a draw here. I don't want Arsenal to win nothing. It's as simple as that. I'd love them to get a draw here, Man United, against all the odds.
They've got to have a response after that 4-0 drubbing, don't they? They have to.
Yeah, I think the response is 10 odds out the fucking door. That's the only response Man United have got at the moment. He's got to go.
You know, he sounds.
I'll put my house on it that he will be sacked straight after the season finishes.
He's very deluded, isn't he? You know, he says like they're the most entertaining team in the Premier League and all this. Yeah.
He's delusional. Absolutely delusional. He's lost the plot.
Oh, God.
No, I do. Well, I'll give him some, sympathy with the injuries they had. It is fucking bad. But there's just nothing there. Nothing. So, yeah.
Right, Danny straight in. Danny says Man United 2, Arsenal 4.
Oh, a lot of goals there, Danny.
Them birds are just
You know, that's 2 goals to Man United. Being generous. Being generous there.
Robert says Man United 1, Arsenal 3. 5913. Robert.
Who's that, Robert? 1-3.
Yeah. 5, 9.
1-3, yeah. You'd expect that, wouldn't you?
Stuart also says 1-3. 4-14, 1-3.
Wally says 1-2.
Yep. 4-10, 1-2, Wally. 4-10, 1-2, Wally. Right, Inky says 0-3. Man United 0, Arsenal 3. 5-11.
Yeah, how are you, Inky, there, mate? That's what's sort of in my head, something like that. I just, after watching that Palace game, I just don't see how they're going to score against Arsenal.
Kieran says 4-1 to Arsenal, so 1-4. 6-12, 1-4.
But now and again, Man United have been known to raise their game at home.
Yeah.
Against the big club. But I'd love to see the team sheet. If that team is the same what you've got for this game, they're going to get flogged. If there's people back from injury, it would help massively.
Me, you, and Malk.
No, go? Yeah. But I can't see it, man. I'll go nil. Fuck yeah. I can't see him scoring. I'm going to go 0-3 as well. Nil. Same as Inky, yeah. That was in my head when Inky said it. So 0-3. They've got no bite in them either, so there can't be that many cards. I'm going to go 4 cards and 10 corners.
4-10, 0-3, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, Malk has said 2-2. 6-10, 2-2, Malk.
What's he said?
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll all depend on the team that Man U put out. As simple as that.
They've got to respond. It's at Old Trafford. Arsenal's going to be nervous because City play before them, don't they? I think as well against Fulham. Let me just check.
Yeah, but they know City's not dropping points here.
Yeah, City. So City will open up if they beat Fulham the day before. Oh no, at the minute Arsenal's top. Sorry, but City got a game in hand, so City would go above them by 2 points, having played the same game. So the pressure will be back on Arsenal. Man United 1, Arsenal 2. I'm going same as Wally. 2-1 Arsenal. Cards and corners. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 7 cards. A lot. I'm going back to the old King V Vieira days. 7 cards and 9 corners. 7, 9, 1, 2. Me and Walito. Right, next game, everybody, is here we go. Matt says, I'm a rebel, I don't care. Oh, big up Charlie. I was thinking about you during this live stream. I was thinking I ain't seen Charlie for ages. I swear to God. I was actually thinking, I was gonna say it out loud as well. I ain't seen Charlie Walsh for ages. Lying in bed, seeing you live and even so much. Hey, Kieran, I swear to God, during this live, I was thinking I was gonna say I ain't seen Charlie Walsh for long, but I didn't, and then look, he's here.
G'day. Yes, JTW. How you doing, brother?
Hope you're doing well, C-Dub, and good to see you, man. Appreciate that. Need to show my respect.
Yeah, he was on the other day with with Gio, and I just clicked onto it, and I don't normally comment when they're going on. There's so many comments on Amos chat, but I put in a chat. I think it was after we got flogged by Palace. And I just put CW, please change it to food.
Yeah. Now
I see him grin, but he didn't recognise. I don't know whether he saw that comment or not, CW. But yeah, it's been grim days lately on doing shit after a West Ham game.
I'm glad I don't do those watch-alongs.
And he's doing the watch-alongs as well to that crap. Fucking
Nah,
frightening.
I'm glad because I would just quit midstream. Like, no, I'm not doing this. I swear to God, I would. I'm not doing this. Yeah, I won't be able to do it. So, respect for your professionalism. I could not. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Big up, Charlie, though. Thank you for tuning in. Big up, Charlie. Right, Mount says, I went 1-2 at the start, but boring. Oh, for that. Which game was it? Man United, Arsenal. Right, here we go. So the next game, it's the last Premier League game. Then I'm going to count how many fixtures we've done. It's Villa v Liverpool. Liverpool know that, title's gone. Villa need probably one more point, I would say, to secure that top 4 and Champions League football. So Aston Villa v Liverpool.
Yes.
Oh,
really? I think. Oh, you did? I thought I seen the green CW. Just for now, it was me or not. But yeah, it was so bad what you had to talk about. It was just nothing to. It's pretty hard to be positive, but yeah. Let's get into food, mate. It's more interesting. But yeah, Villa, honestly, Villa look fucking bang average lately. Really do. And I don't know, man. They're at home though. I mean, they know one win that secures them.
That's 100%.
Probably even a draw. A draw secures them.
A draw will be enough. Right, let me just tell you what everyone else is saying and then see if that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Robert says 2-2. 3-15, 2-2. Robert. 3-15.
Who's that? Robert 2-2. Yeah.
Stuart says 1-3. Villa 1, Liverpool 3. 3-12, 1-3. Stuart. 3, 12, 1-3. No, 1-3. Right, next is Danny says 2-2 as well. 4-10, 2-2. Danny. 4-10, 2-2. Inky says 2-1 to Villa. 4-10, 2-1. Inky. 4-10, 2-1. Who's next? Kieran says 2-1 to Liverpool. 1-2. Kieran.
Oh no, that's
2-8. 1-2. Who's next? Malk. Do you do anything else on it or just it? Yeah, so Malk, I don't know if you, I'm sure you're aware. I used to do a lot on Hammers Fans United. Stopped it, like I said, personal circumstances, and I just stopped doing anything YouTube related, and then just started this. So it is just this at the minute. It's also the time. Like, I don't really have too much time on my hands to do YouTube anymore either. So at the minute, Mark, it's just this what we do here on this channel. Mark, did you pick? Right. Charlie says, I'm off to sleep after liking the video like everyone else should, in my opinion. Cheers all. Big up, Charlie. And I'm glad you could pop in. It's been a while.
Yeah. You'll see you.
We'll be back next week. So just if you can, just pop in. But good to see you. And have a nice sleep. Right, Mal, what's your predictions for this one? Right, what are we saying for this? Villa.
What are we saying? I think 1-2. I'm gonna go 1-2.
Yeah.
Liverpool to sneak it. 4 cards and 11 corners.
And 1-2. Like both teams is kind of deflated. Villa just gone out of Europe. Liverpool are just playing for pride now and playing for Klopp. I'm gonna go 2-2. 2-2 for me. Cards and corners. 3 cards and 7 corners. Low for me. 3-7-2-2. Them bloody birds. Get your gun out, Kieran. 3-7-2-2.
Right, I'm going to give Wally 2-1 to Liverpool 2.
Yeah. 4. Oops.
He likes it or not.
1-2. The champ. representing the champ. Titch, CD, now but love. Yeah, same for you, C-Dub.
See that?
Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, Villa v Liverpool. Don't need to apologise, Mount. No worries. Yeah, Villa v Liverpool.
Yeah, fucking shape up, Mount, for fuck's sake.
Here we go. 2-2. 5-10, 2-2.
That could happen too. That 2-2, you know.
Right, let me just count. Right, how many games we done? Kieran?
That's 10, I think.
It is 10, isn't it? Right, let's
Yeah,
see.
that's 10. That's
right,
the
now,
full list.
Hopefully Leeds are playing within this time frame. Leeds.
Or we can just do 10 and not, you know, the 100 points don't count.
Yeah, look at you. Right, fixtures. Right, Leeds play on the 12th. Oh, yeah, and today's only the... Yeah, right, so Leeds. Leeds are away to Norwich. Wait, what's the date today? So on Sunday, yeah, so Leeds away to Norwich in the first leg of the Championship playoff. So
Norwich Leeds.
Norwich v Leeds, everybody, is the last fixture.
Right, this is the playoffs, yeah?
Yeah, first leg.
Ooh.
No.
Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell, you got to win there, for fuck's sake.
This is
first leg.
First leg, yeah.
But they've been poor, haven't they? Leeds, that running from Leeds has been poor. Hey?
Nice one, Danny. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see what the Leeds boys. Danny, Inky, what the fuck?
Right. Well, Robert is saying Norwich 1, Leeds 3.
Shoot. What's he saying? 1-3.
1-3. 5-11.
Robert.
1-3.
Yeah, right.
Who's next? Danny says 1-2. 5-11. 1-2. Danny.
Okay.
5-11. 1-2. Who's next? Stuart says 2-1 to Norwich. 5-11.
You know, Stu, you need shooting, mate. You need shooting. But I can understand it with the running you've had because you've been fucking woeful.
Let me just check how Norwich have been doing. Let me check Norwich. Norwich in the last 5 games, they lost to Birmingham, drew with Swansea, drew with Bristol City, beat Preston, and drew with Sheffield Wednesday. So they've only got one.
That gives me my pick then.
Right, who's next? Inky. I'm picking for Inky and me. Right, Inky says 4-9. 1 sec. I'll tell you, mine and Inky's will be the same. 4-9. I'm gonna go Norwich 2, Leeds 2 for me and Inky. 2-2. 2-2. And then you lot, let me just give you my cards and corners. Bit of a spicy one. I'm going 6 cards. 10 corners. 6-10, 2-2. 6-10, 2-2. Right. Let's do Wally's. Wally's gonna go 2-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a Leeds win 2-1.
Yeah. 4-10, 1-2 for Wally. Right. Who's next? I have to feed the wildlife about time you thought bird tit get. Oh, tight get. I thought he said bird tit get. Right, he said I have to feed the wildlife. About time you thought of the bird tight get. I read it as bird tit get. Yeah, you need to start feeding those birds of yours. You might shut them up during our stream or get a bloody gun. Right, here we go. Kieran says 3-1 to Leeds. 4-10. 1-3. Oh shit, Kieran's Southampton, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I was thinking he's Leeds, but yeah, he's Southampton. Ooh. 4-10.
Leeds.
1-3. Kieran.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Leeds will go there, take a draw, get them home, and beat them. So I think I'll put Melt. He'd better put the other shit in. But we're going at 1-1. 1-1 draw.
Yep.
And I reckon got to be a few cards in a playoff, surely.
Yeah.
I'd go with 6 cards and It's still got to be. Yeah, it's got to be 11 corners.
6, 11, and you're going 1-1 as well. Well, that's everybody. Double check. Yeah, that's 11 games. Everybody's predictions locked in. Don't be fooled by bubbles. He's a hammer, says Malk. Talk about Stuart. He's hoping Leeds win. Right, here we go. Danny says, I've said we win the first leg 2-1 and lose the away leg 3-1. Oh, so then they'll be drawing. No, they wouldn't. Shit. He's saying they'd lose 4-3 on aggregate. Hopefully you're wrong.
You got to get past. You got to get past Norwich. Even though, like I say, it's very hard to be confident when you've seen the run-in. When push came to shove, Leeds bottled it, didn't they? They haven't stepped up. But playoffs are a different kettle of fish, man.
Right. Kieran is saying 9-0 West Brom, to be honest. That's who Southampton are playing.
Oh, is it?
But what do you mean? Are you not confident in Southampton, Kieran? Because obviously you're not saying 9-0, really. But...
Kieran, you got Flynn Downs, mate. You'll be right. You'll fucking win it. How do you interested, Kieran? Do you want to keep Flynn Downs, boy? Kieran, do you want to keep him there, or do you think he'll come back to West Ham? I've heard he's done reasonably well.
Flynn-Esta.
Huh?
Flynn-Esta.
Mm.
Good luck. Robert says good luck to everybody next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really hoping Leeds can get back on track, and it starts again. It's a reset, and then if they win this away to Norwich, that momentum comes back again for the next 2 games. You would hope. If it's Leeds v Southampton, that's the 3rd and 4th, so that's the the next best teams. So that would be a great final, and one of them will come straight back up with Leicester. And congratulations to Ipswich as well, who obviously they're going to be back in the Premier League after a long absence. So
they've been a long time away, haven't they, Ipswich?
Yeah.
In all them teams.
If we don't trigger that 8 million option, I predict a riot, and not the one at Ellen Road. So he wants him to. So they've got an 8 million option on Flynn Downs, and he wants him to sign.
Oh, they've got an option to take him, Geezer. Right.
J-Lo went to see Downs. I heard that J-Lo went to see Downs. Wow.
Or he wants to see him at West Ham.
I heard that J-Lo wants to see. Oh, J-Lo, Julian Lopez. Okay, is that what we're calling him? Right. See, I'm thinking of like her. In other news, Flynn-Esta is shy. You don't want him, says Kieran.
I think that mean you do then, Kieran. I'll take it.
Yeah. Right. You lot. Giz, any final words? We're going to end this. My throat, I've got a sore throat, man. It's fucking hurting as well. But yeah, any final words?
It, mate. Thank fuck the season's come to an end for us anyway. Just about had enough of it. But yeah, good to see the title race end. Hopefully Leeds get to that final. And finals, anything can happen in finals. But you got to get there. That's the main thing. You got to get there. Always be in the tie. Especially when you play home and away, always be in the tie when it comes to the second leg. And I think Leeds will be. So hopefully they'll get past.
Malk says, I've stopped listening to Leeds podcast. Too depressing, very little upbeat. Sad lot.
Are they?
Oh, shit. Kieran said, we battered West Brom twice in the league, so naturally we're losing the playoffs. Yeah, playoffs is a lottery.
They are tough.
It really is a lottery.
It's nerve-wracking for every fan, isn't it? That playoffs really, really nerve-wracking.
Viva Russell Martin. Good luck to West Ham and Leeds. Night, lads. Kieran, glad to see you back as well.
Good to see you, Kieran.
We'll be back next Friday, I think. I'm going to check these fixtures. But yeah, should be next Friday. Thanks for everyone that tuned in, as always. Good luck and well done to Wally, who's obviously not here, but yeah, he's the winner. And yeah, good luck everyone for next week. Have a good week. We beat Norwich twice as well. Some should understand football. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. And we will see you probably next Friday. I'm just going to check whatever. But yeah, we'll see you next week. Ciao.
All the best, lads.
Where's my end stream button? Them birds. Bloody yeah.